Ah, we go. It's always awkward. StreamYard's always awkward, guys. 4 people, eh? Do I get the comments up? And I got something in my way on my screen. So, thought to do a live because I was a bit bored, and why not? See who comes in. I have sent the link out to a few people tonight. So I wonder if anyone wants to jump in the box. And I will put the link in the box as well. Now, in like a second. If I can actually find the link again. You know where that went. Share link. What's this? No, that's not it. I've actually lost the link. Give me 2 seconds. Let me go and grab it. And yeah, hold on. The link is there. There we go. Let's put that up. 5 people in. Oh. Hot. Oh, thank you. Oh, pin. No, that didn't go right. I knew he's done that wrong then as well. Good thing. I'm just trying to work out all the pin stuff. It's like StreamYard 1 minute, StreamYard the other. Thank you, Andy. Oh, I pinned the wrong thing. That's me. See? Wait, hold on. Did it? Did it? Hold on. Bear with me. There we go. That was a bit confusing, that was. It was very confusing. I wonder if anyone's going to come in. I have sent the link out to a few people. Welcome in as well. Got 2k Chelsea behind me. Hi, guys. So she'll probably pop in a minute. And pop on the camera. So, what has everyone been up to then? On this lovely Friday night. As Friday is always the drinking night, as everyone says. Does it automatically? Okay. Nope. That's why that won't work. You know, a few others. 10 people in. Hi, Steve. What, mate? Yeah, there is going to be a few more videos. There's a load more videos coming up this year. Hi, Jordan and Josh. There's a lot of videos coming up this year. The channel has really picked up really well, actually, be honestly truth. Didn't expect it. Hi, Rob. Yeah, that's fine. I'll pass that over. Yeah, I'll pass that over to them. So let me try and get this link out a little bit more. Trying to find. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds, everyone. Let me send this on to someone there. Bye. I don't bear me. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I've gone through like I think a massive upgrade with cameras. That's the thing. I've been through so many cameras as well. Like GoPro was crashing on me. That was just a nuisance. That was just another. That was another thing. That was every time I was filming on a GoPro, the footage was just not even doing its job. Then, no, before that, I went from GoPro 7. Oh, was it GoPro? No, GoPro 4 to GoPro 7. The GoPro 7 was being a bit temperamental itself. That should have been a wake up call, really. I really didn't think of that at the time. Oh, yeah, I'm in Bristol. I'm based in Bristol. Um, that's what I'm based in. I'm based in Bristol. I have done a lot of explores in Bristol. It is a bit tedious and a bit crazy, to be honest. Some buildings are come abandoned, and some buildings. I think I missed one or two in Bristol, and that was there was a youth centre next to the police station. They've just built the houses there, so I missed that. There was when I was think about 8 or 9. There was a set abandoned building. It was flats down by Philwood, not Philwood. Sorry. Ah, is it? The hill of no, I can't remember. Not Philwood. I can't remember now. But it was Health Park. It was behind the Health Park. So I've done them flats, but at the time I was never filming on YouTube. So I feel well. I basically ran in them, started like being 15-year-old, what 15-year-olds do, being crazy and chilling. Um, Plus, I used to sit in the middle of the health park with my phone plugged into the electric as well. That's actually pretty funny. Yeah, Novosil, that was it. Yeah, Novosil Flats. I think Jordan New was with me at the time. I think, and I think we used to drive the bikes down there as well with Josh, if I'm rightly. I forgot that was going back some time. The little quad, what we bought at oh yeah, the car boot. That was funny. I think there was like two bidders on that, and then we was like, nah, we're taking that. We took all that. That's pretty funny. That was that quad air filter fell off, and yeah, we was riding that back from the car boot. That was funny. Um, yeah, it's mental. Be honestly, even life is a slight. If you look back from then and then look forward now, it's so changed as much as it used to. It has. Sorry, I'm just WhatsApping at the same time. Um, yeah, it's just been mental, to be honest. Yeah, it's been one of them. I think, to be honest, it's insane the way life has changed so much. Um, yeah, life has changed so much. It's just crazy. Bear with me 2 seconds, about 1, 2. Yeah, I think the mic should be coming in clear and loud. So I can see my mic flashing, but I didn't know if it was actually working or not. Charles, is the mic working, love? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know then. I was just got the beam then flashing. If you want, Joe, the link's on the top, mate. You're welcome in if you want to come in. Same with anyone else. If they want to come in on the live, the link should be on the top of the screen. It is there. Chelsea might pop over in a bit on the camera. Um, yeah, we're both in the same room. But yeah, now life has changed so much. To be honest, buildings are getting sealed up really quick now. So that's due to development now. Like the building down by me is they bricked up the walls. Oh, well, they bricked at the door but left the window open. I didn't understand that. I was looking at that today and I was like, what the hell is the point of that? Like, if I had a ladder now, I could just jump straight in, but before you could just walk straight for the main door. There was no point of it. There's literally no point of them bricking it. Understandable, just separating it, but it's just mental. It is honestly. Um, yeah, Bristol's just crazy. Plus, we got Bloomfest due up and Harbour Festival. Don't know about that them too, but I know we got St Paul's Carnival due as well soon. So that's gonna be a noisy one, but a fun one at the same time. Don't know what they're doing with motion though, because motion was meant to go, and then I think they contracted again. I'm not too sure, but don't know. So just gotta see what happens. I think motion's still on. I think. Not too sure, but yeah, it's mental. Let me see if that's how you get it. All right, invite people, copy link. Um, let me drop this down a minute. Oh, no, wrong one. Yeah, they are in town. We had a little interesting one actually, to be honest, because they bought out the other buses from, I guess, it's the museum side of it. I was in going Zaza's and come out from Zaza's and I seen all the buses out and I had to record them. So that's gonna be. There is that's coming up as well on the channel, so that won't be long. Why does it never let you pin on StreamYard? StreamYard should let you pin the link. I don't know why it don't do that. That's really interesting, but that's gonna be a fun one. I don't know. I feel like it's hard with YouTube because if you get caught with copyright music, that's you strike straight away. So you literally are screwed. So is that harder to record? Definitely when it's festivals, anyway, because they've always got music on, and it's just really, really hard to not get copyright strike. But unless you're TikTok, then that's a different story. Like I did with a, a festival when we was exploring. It was pretty funny actually. Links there for anyone who wants to come up as well. Let's get this live stream out. Chelsea, if you see, by the way. All right, Joe.
Hello, Dave. Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Oh, let me turn your mic up a little bit, mate. If it lets me, I don't even know if it lets me actually. There we go. There you go, that's better. Yeah, it's been. I thought I'd do another live tonight.
Good stuff, good stuff. Hey,
Um,
you've been busy maintaining these uploads.
sorry, what was that, Joe? Sorry.
You've been busy doing these uploads lately. There's loads of them coming up.
Yeah, it's honestly, I got so many. It's like it's insane. All in total, I think I got 100 videos just sat there ready to go out.
Mm.
And then I got more getting recorded probably tomorrow as well. So I got 30 of them ready for next year. I'm so backlogged. It's like crazy.
Well, I managed to get out with a drone this morning just to update it on the railway outside the front of mine.
Yeah.
Just to update of that. So I took the drone out, recording. Never thought of it. And got it back. And it started raining, the wind came, the wind started, and the rain started. So I just called it. So it gets in the computer, comes to download it. It comes up with a file, instead of coming up with the actual video, it comes up with a file. It'll open it up out of the file, but I can't get it out of the file to edit it. And when I checked on the drone settings, the cache was turned off on the video.
Oh, that's not good.
So it's a waste of time, so I've had to delete it.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't know why that happened. I don't know. Unless I've knocked it by accident or something, turned the cache off.
Maybe.
You need your cache on videos.
Yeah. Maybe.
So,
I know the drone keeps throwing updates out at the moment. It's really annoying as well.
and then just before that, though, it was weird because I was flying about and it says it come up with SD card problems, and kind what?
That's not good.
So I brings it back, and it come up low battery, and the battery was fully charged. And there's something going on here. So I changed the battery, and took the SD card out, put it back in, formatted the SD card again.
Yeah.
And it worked that time, but as a cache, I didn't realise the cache was switched off.
Yeah.
So weird. I don't know if it's an upload because it needed an update.
I don't know.
So
Normally updates don't affect it like that, but
mm,
it's weird.
was very weird.
I don't really update my drone. I chose not to. I leave it at least a couple of months on the line. Let everyone else deal with theirs first, and then if there is a problem, I don't have to be bricked
Yeah,
or.
because I don't normally do the updates in the menu, but in the about menu,
Yeah.
I just normally leave it. But I thought, oh, I'll just check. It says update, and I went, all right. But it went quick actually. The update. Never thought unless that switched the cache off or something.
Maybe. It's interesting that.
So if you do it, check it before you go recording. Before you go out. Make sure your cache is on.
Yeah.
What a nightmare.
It just reminds me of the time of the GoPro when you said SD card problems. God.
Mm,
Filming like an hour video and you're just there like and you look down and it says, oh sorry, card failed, and it's just like, God's sake.
what? Hi.
I used to get that a lot, and I used to get it saying cameras froze as well, and I was like, oh no. That's what made me get rid of it actually. It's the camera freezing all the time.
I remember when I first got the drone, I took it up and went to fly, and I flying around.
Yeah.
So coming into land, I forgot to press record on the video. It didn't have so I've done all flight for out.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah,
It's one of the
good.
mistakes. Yeah. I think everybody's done that mistake. Forgot to press the
Yeah,
record.
that's true. I remember when I first flew a drone, that was actually really fun actually, because I was flying, getting used to it, and then I went down in Bristol, and there was a building there, and some guy came out and went, I've seen your video, but of course, you're not allowed to take your eyes off the drone, and me being me, didn't I? I took my eyes off without forgetting what I was doing, and the drone went
Oh,
straight into the tree. I was like,
oh,
ouch. And it come back down, and it was like £1,000 damage. I messaged this company, it's called Drone Doctor. I said, how much? He said, mate, be honestly, buy a new drone. It's too much.
mm.
Gimbal on everything.
So did you not? Did you lose the screen or something? Because you would add it on the screen, though, surely.
No, it was a DJI Mini 2.
Ah,
So
that's what I got
whole
the mini too.
all the gimbal went on it. You had all the legs gone on it, and I was like, oh.
Oh,
So in the end, I just threw it. I was like, it's
but
not
if
worth
you
it.
lose it out of sight, you still got it on your screen on your phone. Because
Yeah,
your phone goes on the top of the controller.
yeah, it went all weird on. It was like, oh, out of range and stuff like that. And I was like, what do you mean it's out of range? And I look up and it's like stuck in the tree, and I was like,
Or
oh,
out of range, I've had that before. I lost my
oh,
drone, but I managed to get it back.
it's mental.
Cost
And the
us
guy's like,
60 quid though.
yeah, and the guy's like, so sorry, I put you off. I was like, ah, don't worry about it.
The only days what I've done is I pressed return to home, didn't I?
Yeah.
So it landed the spot where I took off. But that was it. That was kind of distance from because I was walking with the controller.
Oh
And it
shit.
returned to the spot where I finally took off. By the time I got back to that spot, it was gone. Somebody
Yeah,
had picked it up. Lucky enough, there was somebody around here. Cost us 60 quid to get it back though.
that's
But
not good.
knew somebody that had the drone.
Yeah, it's definitely not good. That.
No, I got it back anyway. And the other mistake a lot of people do in the early days is when they go in to zoom in and you're flying when you're zoomed in and you don't realise how close you are.
I've just yeah, well, I keep flying down by G4S. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know it was G4S at the time because it don't come up on the barrier either, so there's no restriction zones there. I'm flying around and I said G4S fan. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna go in well. I
Mm-hmm.
flew off. I was like, yeah, I'm out of here. I ain't doing no auditing. I'm all right. Can't be dealing with that. But I start loading the footage. It's on YouTube. That is.
Another thing is you got to watch and all is like if it's a fire somewhere. You don't fly anywhere. You know when they've got the telescopic ladders up,
Yeah.
the bullets don't go anywhere near them because they've got jammers on them.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I didn't know that. Cool.
Time for a beer, I think.
I tried flying my drone from well, one side of Bristol to like into town the other day, and it said, "Sorry, you're out of reach. Please come back." And I was like, and it just literally flew off on its own. I was like, "Oh god, where's it going?" I'm running down the road, and
Oh,
then I realised that it's following me. It's behind me instead.
mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Well, at least it come home," but that could have been worse.
Oh,
Though.
there was many people lost the drone, like many a people.
It's insane.
I
It's
remember
like,
when fighters done one in the cross, they drone into the tree and all, and that
yeah.
they jump up to get it, and then they dropped drone and it was smashed to bits.
Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. I don't
I
know.
tend not to watch fighters anymore. Just, I used to watch them, but it's always sitting around and that, and not like
Yeah.
the old days where he was every time you seen him, he was out and about. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I don't know. It's just there's I don't know. Bristol's not. I went past the building the other day, and I sent it. I sent it in the group of me and Mick and stuff, and I was there, and I took a picture. I put the phone against the window so it looks like I was in, but it wasn't. But they put like a bit of like plank of wood on the back door. It's a shame, really, because of course, like it looks really nice in there, but it looks like they've had a like issue with probably with finance, and they've just ripped the server off the wall and just thought, screw it, we're not dealing with it no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like to Chelsea, I said, that's a shame that's not open. Obviously, someone's been in there because it's like it looks like someone's threw stuff around in there, but it's just mental. Bristol, it's one of them Bristol's catching up, but then they're not catching up, and then they fall back behind on buildings and then rebuild again. So, like that hotel's come down in Bristol now as well.
Was it?
Yeah, it's not much left now. I was shocked when they pulled that down,
Pulled it down, eh?
but don't know. I didn't even get a chance to explore that either. To be honest, it was they done that really, really like sneaky. That was like moving next day job,
Christ.
and then Debenhams. We explored Debenhams. Me, Mick did, and Chelsea, and Mick set the alarm off upstairs, didn't he? So we got 7 minutes of Debenhams and just been in the basement.
Christ.
I was walking around this basement, and Mick's like, "I think it's time for us to leave." He said, he was like, "I think it's time. Someone's going to turn up in a minute." And he said it, and we left. And what happened? They was just coming out their car, and they realised that we've got away from the door. They've got out the car, looked at the door, and rang the management straight away, and went, "Well, yeah, that's not yeah, it was funny because we was already left, and we could just see him going ape shit on the phone. It was funny, but yeah, that place, the back of that stank really vile, where people just sleeping rough down there.
Oh,
So I imagine you're walking past that. The doors are wide open anyway. You're walking past that, and the stinks of fish. It's just vile. Just ugh, it's nasty.
yeah. Tell you
I did,
what,
yeah, I did send out
a
a
few
few.
people have done really bad things where they've, what a smell, you know.
It's vile.
I've got a delicate stomach, so I don't know if I would be able to handle it.
Oh, I can't stand weird smells either. Like it makes me feel sick.
Who's the other people I used to watch? Was the Finders Peepers? Used to go open freezers and there was rotten stuff, and you say, I dare you to eat that. And there was this yogurt, must have been 4 years old. He must be it.
I
But yeah,
I was going around this funeral parlor it was, and I had a group of us with us, and I opened the fridge, and the smell was like, wow. Like when I first went there with a friend of mine, and I opened the fridge, and he's like, "Mate, really?" I was like, "Yeah, sorry." And then I'd I went back with a few others, and then I opened the door, and then the whiff of the smell of rotten. Oh my god! It just come out of that fridge. It was vile. Mick got out of here opening fridges. He used to do them on me, and then just like not expecting it either, and you just see the like smell come out, and you're just like, really?
oh.
I can't stand it, but I'll do pranks back. I'll try and prank people back, but I
Mm.
just can't stand the smell. It's vile, I'll be honest.
Some of these ones, what you're going in all these houses, and where the ransacked in that, and you think, look, all these things they've left behind in that, you know what I mean? Obviously,
Yeah.
somebody must have passed away or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got asked the other. Someone asked me, "When have you ever found anyone in there yet?" I was like, "No," and I don't want that to even to be imagining that, even to thinking
Oh,
that happens.
imagine that if you walked in and you found a dead body that was deteriorating. Oh,
Oh,
man.
that would just be a messy one. That would be a phone call and a messy.
You'd have to phone the police on that.
Yeah, it'd be a very messy one to deal with. Like we done that house, didn't we? Up I called it the Whisper House, but the Saudi house, and I was watching someone else's clip the other day, and someone's sleeping on the floor in the treehouse.
What?
And I was like, "What? Like, what's going on here?" Then, like, okay, I understand the house is nice. I guess if you're sleeping rough, I guess it's your last thing. You want to stay dry, don't you? You know what I mean? You're gonna do whatever you can do. But I was a bit shocked, because of course, when I seen the thumbnail, I thought he was playing around saying, "Oh, he found someone led on the floor." I thought, "Nah, it's got to be a stage." And then I opened it and I watched it through, and I was like,
Bloody
"Oh
hell.
shit! Like, you're not even joking."
Mm.
That was a shock,
You
but
know
we
what you
knew it
should
was
do?
gone.
If you want to get make plenty of noise, always take, you should take, who's it? If you're going to make loads of mistake, take Jordan and Luke.
Yeah.
Them will get you caught.
Yeah, I've been out with
I've seen
Jordan.
them with Matt when he's here, like, keep quiet, and then the press buttons and the alarm's gone off. Or one time there was I can't remember, it was some store. And Jordan says, I want all the electric still on. Like that with a key. And the shutters all come up. Matt's gone, what? Are you crazy or what?
I seen that. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember
Aye.
that one.
Opening the shutters when they were inside.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. I
Oh,
remember watching that one. That was funny. That was.
Jordan's funny. The other, what was the other one when Matt walks in and Jordan and Luke both are sitting on the pot?
uh,
Oh, they're funny too.
that's mad. That. Yeah. No.
There's a one there to watch. I haven't watched that yet. And Jordan goes goes down the abseiling.
Oh
I haven't
yeah.
watched that one yet, but I will watch it. Funny man. And
Crazy.
Jordan always likes to try the elevators, the buttons. He do any switch that can be switched, he'll turn it.
Yeah. It's like if you see a button in it, you feel like you want to press it, but then you know you can't because you know something's gonna kick it off or something's gonna come live, and you just can't do it.
Aye,
It's encouragement. It's just like it's funny
funny
that.
man.
Um.
Hey, where
Yeah.
is everybody there? It's quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quiet tonight. I've sent the link out to a few people as well, actually, for the box, but everyone's a bit quiet.
It was quiet last weekend, if I remember. No, really
Hmm.
quiet.
Plus, it's a weekend, and I guess everyone's out partying and
Hmm.
um. Yeah, there's so many videos coming out.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
I went back and done the pub around the corner from me as well. I can't remember what it's called now. Shit. Hold on, bear with me. I can't remember what the pub's called now. I'll pull it up, man. I can pull a name up, man.
I tell you who I haven't seen for a week or two is Will.
Yeah, I've invited him on as well, Will.
I
I've
haven't
sent,
seen him for a few
I've sent
weeks.
the link for that.
Just hope he's all right.
Yeah. Which one was it? Bear with me 2 seconds. I was so bored earlier. I just bought a new game for because of course I got a gaming PC. I was there. I was like, "Oh, that's why I'll buy a new game," and I bought a new game. I was just sat there with the like train sim, and it's just driving the train on the tracks. Just so bored.
Oh, I think I've seen it all.
Yeah, and it's like, "Oh, do you want the Thomas pack?" And I was like, "Oh, go on then. You got to do it."
Thomas the Tank Engine.
There's just riding it across the tracks is funny. Which one is it? So, yeah.
I just like playing 8 ball pool, me.
Mm. The Rhubarb Tavern. I gone back there and done another couple of clips there, but yeah, that's every time I go to the school opposite side, I always get a funny noise behind me, and it could be no one in there, and I always get a noise behind me, and just like
This is dodgy.
yeah, it's weird because even when I first went there and I went ghost hunting there, before I went there for ghost hunting, me and Craig went there and we had a spoon thrown at us, but no one's
It's
in
not
there,
spoon.
and I was like, metal spoon, what they use for yogurt, well, for like dishing out like soup and stuff, gets
Uh,
thrown at you, and you're just like, what's going on? We're both looking at each other like, this ain't
wow.
normal.
Mm.
And then we went there and done a ghost hunt, and then my camcorder didn't record any of the sound. Then all the teddy bears started lighting up, and I was like,
What?
right, what's going on here then? Like, I lost a lot of that footage because a lot of it didn't like started working. Cragen's got it all, and it's just like you
Mm.
I went back to that school on my own the other day, and I was like, I was in there, Chelsea's outside, and I was like, I don't feel normal being in here on my own. Not after like all this shit what I've been having off of it, but did it in
It
the
could
end.
be worse. It could have been a knife or something hide at you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Something's not right there. Something's definitely happened.
Mm.
And stuff like that
See,
gets through to you.
I'm not really a one that I'm not really into this ghost stuff, like, but I do believe there is something there. And there's a few times I've been in certain places, like certain people's houses, and I didn't feel comfortable. And I feel as though something there, like an atmosphere. There's
Yeah.
many things, even in this house. When you're sitting like watching the television or you're doing something, now the corner of your eye, it looks like somebody's walking past. When you look, there's nobody there.
Oh,
I've had that loads of times.
that's weird. Yeah, like my Mars lights are turned on their own as well.
I've never had that, but we've had noises like the odd footprints back and I put them down. What the
Yeah,
hell's that? In this flat where I live.
that's weird.
We do it not very often. And once I was in bed, and my lass was awake, and now, well, I was just doing off. It felt like somebody said, when you're lying there, nice and comfortable, and all of a sudden, the side of the bed, it went down a bit as though somebody was sitting on the edge of the bed.
That's weird.
You
That
know,
is.
that it must have been like that for about a couple of minutes, a few minutes, and then the bed, it felt like it got up again. You know what I mean? It was just weird.
That is weird. That.
And that might be a loved one that's looking over us.
Interesting.
Mom or
That.
something. I don't know.
Let me send the link out again. That is really weird. That. Yeah, my Mars house seats light seats turn on their own and everything now. It's just a bit. Don't know. It is a bit
But the
weird.
actual switch is switched on.
Yeah, so I've got smart bulbs, but of course they tell me and they come on by like remotes and stuff. Because of course I got the remote in only one room, and we'll all be standing in the kitchen in pitch black, and next bit all the lights are just go on, and we're just like, right, none of us is touching this. What is going on?
Was it? Is it work by radio
Uh,
or is
what?
it infrared remotes?
It's basically yeah, infrared remotes.
Oh, unless it's because it'll be crystal inside of them
Maybe.
to convert them. That might be picking electrical interference and doing it. But
Yeah.
if it's infrared, it's normally the infrared sensor that goes through to a transistor, not that goes through a chip that switches that on.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Mm,
radio waves, it'll be a crystal or something, could pick a frequency up. I
yeah.
mean,
It is weird, be honestly. My mum thinks it's me half the time. I was like, no, it ain't definitely not me. It's because I got the app on my phone as well. She's like, it's you turn it on. I said it's not me.
mm,
My phone's on the side light. But I don't know. It only happens in certain rooms, but I don't know. It's really weird.
strange, man. There's a lot of
Yeah.
the things like when nobody knows, like I'm not really believe on ghosts and things like that. Like some of these paranormal things, I can't, nah. Especially when they've got these the voice box things and that. Nah,
Yeah,
it could be anybody talking that off a radio frequency. You know what I mean? Because
that's true.
it goes through and scans it and chat. Could be, and then people try to say, "Oh, well, somebody said that." Could be out. It's the same as them, them little bars they used to roll along, and and if anything happens, it'll just light up or something. Well, that
Yeah,
could be done, but that can be done by a transmitter. Like a walkie-talkie. Like
yeah,
if
I
you
seen
tune in the
that.
frequency, you can actually activate them on them.
Yeah, I seen that. Some I can't remember. I was watching a video on it, and you could see someone doing it, and I'm just like, really?
Aye. So a
And I
lot
was,
of these ones that's got all this tech stuff, it can be
yeah,
activated by even just like I've got a pair of them with a by four from walkie-talkies. You tune it and you just scan a frequency. You can press the transmitter, you can go into different regions and then find out which one it is that activates it.
yeah. That's that's insane. That's mental.
So there's a lot of people have caught out that because sometimes you never see the hands or they've got one hand, right, they'll have the camera, but the other hand's hiding and there'll be a couple of them or somebody will be behind them. You'll just see them, but you don't see the arms. So it could
Yeah,
be activated, you know what I mean?
it's no point
There's a
faking
lot
it.
of fake ones out there, like,
Yeah, it's like it's no point faking it though, is it? You know what I mean? It's just, it don't get you nowhere really, but some people just do it for views. It's like I don't know. It's like I went to a ghost hunting event. It was, and I paid for it. It was up in Yorkshire, and they had the table there where they had the bodies on and stuff like that. And the woman's there, and she's there. She's next to me, and she's tapping on the wall. You can hear her going like that and tapping on. Just like, are you for real? Like, I think I can't hear that. I'm just like, are you for real? And then she's tapping behind me, and I'm just like, she's so trying to fake it for the event. And it's just like, really? And I was like, you pay like all this money to like do a private event, and you're there just tapping on the wall, and just like, nah, I'm not even interested. It's just like I know what you're doing. And then she was like, "Can
ah,
you hear that? Can you hear that?" I was like, "Yeah, it's just you doing it."
mm. I'm not saying it's everybody, but I can see a lot of them that's fake.
Yeah,
But you know what I mean? If it's good entertainment for people, that's the main thing. That's what they do it for. It's entertainment, and that's what gets the subscribers in.
true. Yeah, it's like some people clickbait as well, don't they, on their thumbnails? That's a bit like I've
Yeah,
noticed that. That's like one way of pulling in people, but it's not the best option. Eventually, people understands what you're doing, but it is really quiet tonight. Be honest.
mm-hmm.
Wow. Um,
Look what's live.
that's very quiet.
DX5's live. Myron Kelly's live. UPT Scratching's live.
Um,
Oh, Cooper's Townhouse is live. You ever watched that?
no, never watched it.
Oh, it's funny, man. It's like inside a pub where everybody's dancing around doing karaoke, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
It's down in Liverpool.
yeah. Cool.
I
They're
normally go there when there's anybody on and just have a laugh.
yeah, they're moving the driving licenses on your phone now, aren't they? I've
Oh,
seen that. Oh, that's gonna be a
yeah.
nuisance.
Well, from the next year, you've got to have your flyer ID. Well, I've already got mine. You probably have yours.
Yeah,
If you've got your operator ID, you should have a flyer ID. So that, but in 2028, you've got to have these remote IDs on
oh
your
yeah,
drone now. So the Mini
yeah.
2 hasn't got that. So, right.
I was looking on the bigger drone. I was there. I was like, oh, I seen a bigger drone for like. It's like what was it? It was like DJI something. It was. I was looking. I was like, oh, let me pull it up. It's DJI.
What's it, 4 Pro or something?
No, it's bigger again. I can't know if I can pronounce this. It's this. Let me see if I can share my screen. Hold on, bear with me. How do you do that? All right, screen share. Hold on, yeah. Hold on. So we want this one. Right, is this what? Yeah, I was looking on that, and
Inspire 3. Oh,
that's gonna be a bit like.
oh.
Seen the price of this? This is like,
Does
whew,
not tell you what weight it is.
That's
because you'll need
expensive.
insurance. You'll have
Uh,
need insurance and everything for that.
yeah, I think you would, wouldn't you? Did it just keep? Did that get that screen share out then, or did it still stay on? Hold on, sorry, I just
It's still on.
split my screen down and half. Then I was like,
Ah,
didn't know what it was doing. Then there we go.
that looks.
That's
It looks weird. That.
yeah, it's massive. That's like, oh, did it not?
I've
Oh,
seen
it
the
didn't.
camera underneath on the
Oh,
gimbal.
hold on, bear with me. I think it's messed up here. Let me bring it back in. It's being weird. Or just
It's
wait.
weird the way they've got the arms holding the propeller, the props.
Yeah, it's crazy that. I was looking on it and I was like, seeing this, I was like, wow,
Oh,
like the way that just that thing, just how big the lens and even the
the camera.
camera's like is massive.
Oh, I tell you what, I wouldn't like to see the price of one.
The price
What's that?
13.
13,000.
Yeah, just for that, and then the weight is what's the weight on this? The weight. Hold on, bear with me. Where would it say the weight? So it shoots in 8K. Definitely would have to win the lottery on that. Shit, me.
Oh,
Where's the weight? It did say the weight the other day. Wait, hold on.
should see his specs.
Bear with me. Yep. That is. There we go. Image. So the image in full frame is 8K.
Mm,
You've got full frame of 8K again. iOS shutter, I guess that's 800 to 4000.
yeah.
14 plus stop the whatever the range, and then the panning is 880 tilt boost to 30 for 360.
Mhm.
Fucking hell, that's
Flight
flight.
time 28 minutes.
It's not a
What's that?
lot then.
Minimum, eh?
You'd have thought for something big, you would have thought for that price, you would have buy. Well, yeah, you would expect it to be more in battery.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what the weight is. That's what, but it comes with all that in the box. That looks massive though.
Nice, man.
It's like you got the bigger drones again, aren't you? You got the ones you can actually sit on and like just mess
Oh,
around.
I don't want them ones. You've seen them ones where they look like a helicopter cab.
Yeah. Oh,
Inspire 3 license.
yeah. That's a bit. That is insane. That. Oh, I couldn't imagine that. That's just
See, the
mental.
thing is with something like that, though, you'll have this, you won't be able to go too close unless you know what I mean? I think that's more like for making movies with.
Yeah. That that's just wow. It's just like shocking. To be honest, imagine just flying that around. Cool. Definitely. Wouldn't get away
Mm.
with that.
Even
Not
in
that one.
Steve Nocturnal.
Um, Hi, Steve. Uh,
Oh, Mick, spanners and news.
oh, Mick's actually a ghost. He's come in.
Oh, Mick, get yourself up, yeah.
Mick should get in the box, mate, for once. Should get in the box for once. Make a change.
Hi to Chelsea. Chelsea's in chat.
What was I doing? Yeah. So that drone is massive. I couldn't even imagine that. I'd probably take out your whole side. Be honest, I reckon.
It's huge, that, like.
Yeah, it would just be insane. The license on that would be a different story as well.
Insurance and the license, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd have to win the lottery to
Just got.
pay for it. I bet it wouldn't be cheap.
I wonder if it's powerful enough to lift someone up though.
I doubt it, like, but oh, I bet you could pick a building brick up or something.
Yeah, might be. Yeah, true. That's insane. That the links in the chat if anyone wants to come up in the box as well. Which eye? Oh. Is it scroll? Oh, okay. I thought it just got stuck then. But yeah, no, that's been a bit insane. I've been uploading my drone footages from my old flies up to YouTube as well. Just
Mm-hmm.
keep a record of them as well. I'll be honest, because I got another channel called 2k drone flies as well.
Right?
So that keeps a bit of a record on the go.
Oh, let's have a look at it. I'll have to subscribe to that now.
Um, bit
Was it
insane.
2K drone flying?
Yeah, 2k abandoned places drone fly. I'll put it in the chat now. Bear with me. Here we go. I've been keeping a record. Like, oh, did it send? Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of the editing on that as well, just banging them up. I was meant to go back to Thornbury and like during Thornbury before they knocked it, but I just lost so much time and just like forgot about it. Just like doing other things, I just forget. Um,
Maybe I'll just subscribe to that.
Cheers, Joe.
Oh, some interesting stuff on here.
Yeah, I've been uploading a lot. To be honest, I've got some of my Mini 2 stuff on there where I wasn't the best at flying. I didn't understand the controls a little bit, so now I've been slowing down the controls in the settings. I realised that you could do after Mick told me so many probably times, and I forget. He's probably sat there thinking, "I did tell you." You know what I'm like.
I put some dog again.
But yeah, it's just been a bit hectic, to be honest. I've deleted some of my old drone flies. Some of them was just so really bad, like flying. I was just like, yeah, nah, delete that. Um. Oh. What's that? Oh.
I was just been watching before you come on. Just been watching Blot,
Yeah.
and he was up my neck of the woods. He was a Bedlington.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Uh,
Someone's spamming my emails, thinking they're funny. This is funny.
oh,
Here we go. Like, just be a troll. Why not? It really hurts them. Like, no, it don't. It's just like, do all of you set your PayPal? Yeah, well, you can carry on with that PayPal because I can't even get in it myself. So it
mm-hmm.
didn't bother me. But yeah. So I've been uploading a few. I still got a few drone flies left to
Mm-hmm.
do. Um, yeah, we got a new station coming in Temple Meads as well, actually.
Uh,
So I've been that's really interesting as well. They built a new glass building.
mm,
So we got a college on one side and then a building on the opposite side for the train station. That's really like I can't believe where they're getting the money for that. It's just I wouldn't even bother to be honest. They need
mm-hmm.
the way the streets are down here. They need to clean them up a little bit more.
Where look at the councils, man. They do now. Put the shop on your back when you didn't pay council tax or you're late.
Yeah, that's true. They're struggling with finance as well at the moment.
Where it's like nothing else.
Apparently they're on about going maybe bust. I think on something. I was glimpsed over it, but I didn't really watch it properly.
I was watching a thing on the news channel on YouTube was it a few days ago about Thames Valley might be going bankrupt.
Oh,
Thames Valley Water. Oh, they
that's
gone down. They can't afford it. It seems as
yeah.
though nobody can afford anything, and all the shops now are all closing down. But we're
Oh,
not going to get into that war. That is, we're not what it is.
yeah. Like the cinema down in town was, they shut down and then they kicked out showcase, and then it turned out that after they kicked out showcase, the other cinema bought it and said, "Well, we want it," and then it was weird because all the restaurants was like, well, if they leave, then we're leaving, and it's just like, okay, I can understand where you're coming from a little bit because after you've had a meal or something, if you're on a night out, you want to go straight to cinema, you're screwed, ain't you?
Mm.
So all the cinema was like, "Well, if you're shutting them down, we're shutting down with it." And then next minute, another cinema in town bought it, where that cinema was actually really really active for apparently in room. I can't remember one of the rooms. Apparently, you sit there, you see a figure go through it. I was gonna go and
Mm.
message them, see if they'll let me go in and have a little session of goose hunting in there.
Mm. Ah, it's bad, man. It's all over the country now, man. Everywhere's shutting down. You know, and libraries and everything. I can understand, like you see, but a lot of things now is because people buy online,
Yeah,
eBay, Amazon. You know what I mean? Timu. Well, I wouldn't buy nothing off Timu. I've done that once, and I wouldn't do it again.
that's true.
But you know, the same as libraries. If you want to watch something, you can just type it into your PC and you can read a thing. You know, same as
Yeah.
movies or things. You can watch stuff on your computer nowadays, and I don't know. It's just everything's gone berserk.
So a lot of stuff second hand. That's all. You got to be careful what you buy as well, because they ends up getting dodgy in it. I
Hmm.
bought um I bought this moped off this bloke once in Bristol, and the piston just went flying out in the middle.
Oh,
Oh mate, I don't even know what happened with that. I was just about to start, and I went to start the bike, and all you see is the piston going ping. I was like,
went straight through the case.
it comes straight out the middle of the bike. I was
Oh,
like, what the hell? Like, I think it was.
fool.
I don't even know. I can't even comment on that. I don't even know how that's possible, but it's a bit really weird. That was. And then I was just like, no, I'm gonna buy another one. Went and bought another one, and then I just never read it then. And then I don't know really. I got to do another bike test this year. Actually, I'm dreading how that's gonna be. Was that 5 CBTs coming this year?
These laws and regulations now, man, it's gone stupid.
Yeah, I do agree though. Anyone who wants a bike, it is definitely worth it because the car theory, I will start doing it, and I probably will need to carry on with it because of course I need to kick my ass into gear. At least with the bike at the start, like at the moment, they haven't changed the bike laws at the moment. Whoever keeps sending me codes really grow up because it's really like childish as well.
Mhm.
Um, with the car theory, of course, you got to do all the stuff to do with all that. But
Yeah.
then, what the hell? Kinky. Someone's is this for real? But of course, I can't read that out on here, but someone's just signed up for some dodgy ass stuff. Is this unlike weird? Okay. Hi, abandoned forgotten wells. You're welcome to come up, mate, if you want the links in the top of the chat. So I'm just getting dodgy emails, and so I've just read that, and it's just like funny.
I have. What's that?
Um, but yeah, no, it's bike. The bike test
That's
is so
fine.
easy. You can go around the bike cones and stuff like that for like what, maybe from 8 in the morning to about 5 o'clock at night, and you just go around a load of cones, go on the road, make sure you're not unsafe, but they just make sure that you learn the basic training. I've
Mm.
done it like 4 times, and the guy keeps saying to me, "Are you ever going to do a bike test?" I'm just like, "No, I don't really want it. I want my car more interested. The bike's
Mhm.
only there just get me A to B." But
Yeah.
it's mental. I think the cheapest one I paid is £95 for the bike. It was once, but now it's all been in the hundreds and stuff for the test. Really, I
Cost
rang
them.
someone and I said to her, I said, "Oh, do you want to bang me in for 90 quid?" I said, "I got my own bike. My CBT didn't run out yet." She went, "Oh, we don't normally do it that cheap, but as it's to you, we might." I was like, "Oh, thank you." She banged me in for 90 quid. So that, and then the business shut down. I think 2 months after. So I think that's the reason why they didn't really care. I don't think,
Mhm.
but I still got a CBT out of it. I guess got me 2 years on it. But have you read that? That actually makes me laugh. Read that. I can't even say it on live. I'll get probably they get restricted on that.
Ooh, be careful.
Yeah, so I was a bit like I started laughing a little bit. Have you read that? I thought someone's really needs desperate help. I think what they signed up for. It just shows they are. Yeah, I can't even. Oh, I can't even say it because I'll get shit for it. So. And another one. For real, like, come on.
And he
Oh yeah.
moved.
Beard reality. If you want to come up, mate, the things are in the links in the chat. Yeah, the Hondas. So where we're in. If I buy a Honda 125 something, I can't remember which one it is. It's all the what all the Uber drivers have. If I would have insured one of them, they want about 3.5 grand for me. But then if I insure a Piaggio Fly, it's only 350 quid.
Mm-hmm.
But then if I want to insure a geared bike, they want like £1,000. It was like,
What?
where do you get your prices? I was driving for like 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, about 8 years on moped license, and they want to charge me like this is crazy. And I got all these no claims as well because every time they go through, they're like, "Yeah, you got this no claims, you got this, you got this," and I was like, "Yeah, but you still quote me stupid price on a motorbike." It's just like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm. Right, I'll have to turn my camera off because I'm just going to have a bite to eat. Oh, that's
Yeah,
just making us a sandwich there.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, so it's like it's crazy for bikes. To be honest, it's fun. I've done many explorers on the bike. To be honestly, truth, it's pretty funny.
Mm.
Right, I need to. Sorry, just sorting that out, man. God, some people fucking really, really like to sign up websites. I can't remember the. I don't even know how to even find email. It's just pretty funny with that. Be honest. Um.
I'll tell you what I like watching. I like watching, Colonel when he's driving around on his bike around
Oh,
Cornwall and that.
oh yeah.
I like watching that, man.
I
I
need
don't want,
to.
not with his paranormal stuff, but I like watching Colonel now and again. He's good.
Yeah. I need to get on a bike ride this year really and get some exercise in. Oh my god, not another email. Really? I just because it's funny.
What you should do when you're on your bike, you should get a camera on it and go riding about on your bike with the camera on.
Yeah, I do normally put it on. Be honest, I've had really, really, really bad accidents and almost happening because I went to filter through a lane the other day, and this car thought you'd be impatient, and then it nearly knocked me off. Be honestly, truth. And it was a bit,
Wow.
wow, like mate, what are you doing? And like you shouldn't be filtering, not on a one way, well, a two-way traffic, but a one like you in one lane.
Mm-hmm.
And he's filtering through and of course I was already filtering at this time and then he seen me come down, he just pulled out on me. I was like, mate, what are you doing? Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Because
Crazy.
some people are so sad.
I don't know it. I don't
So
even drive.
it's gonna be trolls, isn't it? It's gonna be some I don't not too sure who it's gonna be, but it's alright. They're just like trolling. It's funny. I find it funny. It's like a childish game, be honestly. It's something like you would do when you're 5 years old, not like probably like in your 20s, whoever it
Mm-hmm.
is. Bear with me 2 seconds. Here we
Hello,
go.
Frank. Frank Triggs is there in the chat.
Hi, mate. Just trying to. Uh, Interesting that. Right. Okay. Edit that. Edit. Oh, okay, so that worked. That's yeah, that's fine. That work? Yeah. Still over 1k. Yeah. Be honestly, channel's done well. Be honest, it has done well. There's a lot more content's coming out. I was saying to Abandoned Forgotten Wells in the the live video I did earlier with the new video. I said I want to do some underground. I think I've done. That's right, mate. You're welcome in. I think I've done Beth Quarry. I think it is. I think I've said that right, and I've done another one as well. I've only got halfway with it. Mick took me there. I got halfway and he passed out in the tunnel because I didn't take no water. That was not the best one. Farley down tunnel as well. I'd done that and I nearly passed out. Don't know. It's really interesting, to be honest. Tunnels.
I like watching Gav going down through his moist holes.
there's so many to do in Wales. It's just knowing. It's like trusting, isn't it? Trusting each other and then knowing your way back out and stuff. I think I got took into a tunnel. It was a couple of years back, and we was gonna go in, and it's near the Area 51 situation, and we went to go down, and we looked, we found this hole, and we didn't know if it linked up to it, and I said to this kiddie, I said, mate, we ain't got no rope. I said, if we go in this hole now, we might not get out. Oh, Crazy John's just passed out on his live.
No, that was the other night. I was there with Frank.
Oh,
He fell asleep and he was snoring his head off me. Frank was standing there.
Oh. Wow.
The only other way around it. Everybody else goes a week or falls asleep.
Yeah, Barely Reality done that. Passed that on his live one time. I still remember that. Yeah, apparently the mental asylum in Wales, Targaff, has apparently got tunnels, but I can understand why because they used it in the war, but then it's under what's in the tunnel, what are you gonna breathe in? That's the only problem. And with the angry farmer, he's probably one of these that if you go in the tunnel and he hears you, I'll probably end up throwing cow shit on your head, probably knowing him. He's not a nicest bunch. It's just we could put it that way. Yeah, we had so many run-ins with him. That's mental. Chel, so I want to jump on the live, mental, so I can take a slash of it. The light. What's the mic? If anyone comes in here, it's say the seat at the bottom.
Tell you what, Gav, that Sunday mine that was great. That, 2 hours around that mansion. That was awesome, that mate.
Right. Hello, Joe.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hiya. You just gone to the toilet a minute. Having a waz. Hey, everyone in chat. See who comes on.
You'll have to excuse me, everybody. I'm just busy eating a sauna here.
No, that's fine, Joe. Hey, Frank. Hello. Anyone want to pop over? The link is in the chat. Hiya, Abandoned and Forgotten Wales. Hello, welcome in. I have been on the chat and all to just monitoring it and stuff, just to make sure there's no trolls. Hi, Mick. I see you've been in. email.
They all stopped.
Yeah, they haven't gone in quite a while.
I'll jump.
Oh, Frank.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, Dave.
God. Come on, Chelsea. Come on the live. Why not?
How are you, Chelsea?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you. Oh, this is different, isn't it?
A lot different, Chelsea.
I thought Mick might have jumped up.
Yeah, it's a bit quiet. It is. I did send the link to Matt as well. You know where Matt is. I sent the link to Will. Sent it to Beardy. It was really, really quiet, to be honest.
What about Melissa?
I sent to Melissa as well, actually.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a bit really, really quiet, to be honest.
I'm gonna have to try get Mick in the box one day.
Yeah, I don't know why Mick don't, to be honest. He's got the following to do it.
He does have to have his camera on, though.
No, I said that to him. Yes, bang, it wasn't.
I'll post my channel out.
Yeah, I'm gonna push Chelsea's channel out as well. Why not? Be honestly, for building this gaming PC, it's held it up really well after what 2 years.
Yeah. Just a bit.
I'm not really the best person to build a computer, but it does work. To be honest.
Good job.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chelsea, be on 1,000 soon, lovely. Just takes its time, to be honest.
It's cool.
7 minutes ago was my last notification. I just read the next one as well. They're actually making me laugh, to be honest. The trolls are so funny.
Yeah, but why is it happening now when you've been on live, which is a bit like...
Hello, everybody. Where are you? How are you, everybody?
I don't understand why the trolls have got to do it, to be honest. They should have better things to do than... It's a Friday night, man. Go out and get drunk. You've got to hassle people.
Get drunk, or people could be editing or anything.
I mean, it's lucky that certain people don't take it offence then, isn't it? Because it's like, you really be honest, with people doing trolls, they could make people go into suicide the way they're being.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't do, troll people.
No, it's not.
If I see somebody on, I'll go on and at least I'll say hello in the chat, but I won't just linger around.
Like, if you've got all the following, you've got all the watch hours done. Why be like a little stalker and annoy people? Just like, go enjoy your life, go film something. Like, I mean, you've got all the shit there to do it. I mean, you can enjoy your channel, you can relax about it, you can go live, do whatever you want. I don't know why.
Right, I just don't get it, you know, when you get these people lurking about, and you think, oh, well, these people, maybe it's somebody that's not comfortable going to YouTube and they just want it for entertainment, I don't know. But a lot of them could be just, people just there to try and cause trouble or something.
That's what I mean. It's like you like when I used to cross TikTok, you used to get a lot of it on TikTok as well, and you see like people getting bullied, and I'm just like, really, like you've got nothing better to do.
Right, man. Life's too short.
That's what I mean. It's just like, got to enjoy life. Can't be fucking doing that shit.
I think we've got enough problems around the world in our without other people having to just worry about things, you know. Just get on it. Just enjoy your life while you've got it.
That's what I mean. It's like,
because you never know what tomorrow might bring.
That's true.
Exactly, Joe.
That's what I was saying to you, wasn't it, the other day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Life, you don't know what life could throw at you next day.
Could be live or you could be...
Oh,
It's just insane.
Yeah.
right, that's that finished with.
Just keep life brings you.
It is. It's crazy. Where's show? I can't even do it, can I? What can I do?
What?
Oh, people.
I'm wondering if I can.
Please remember, like and subscribe.
Yeah,
I
look
can
at the
just try.
side, guys.
I just saw the message on my other channel. It's like, oh, it's your first birthday on YouTube.
Yeah.
Nice, nice one. Oh, that's funny. That is.
I done well. 1K.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me. They should let me do it.
Just
Wait, which one are we on? So I've now got to make sure we're on the right one, not the wrong one. Hold on, bear with me. Window. We want window. I was out the other day and it just made me want to fly around here. This one, it's been a really, really hopefully you should be able to use it stereo music anyway. But this one, this training ground where what they used to use for horses and dogs,
Mm-hmm.
it's weird because they boarded all the front up on it, but then they left the roof open. Very weird. Still stable, so it is really
Mm.
strange. There's like when you go to the front of it, there's cameras at the front, but every time I drove past it, I'm just like, why haven't they done anything with it?
Got a hole in the roof there.
Yeah, it's really. How you put there?
Must have been where there was a skylight.
like that.
But yeah, it was really weird why they have not done anything. Oh, I think I'm still going. Really, really, that's sad. What they're not realizing is they're leaving all this trace with trolling. So, but yeah, I didn't understand this. Why they would the front, but then the holes in the roof, the doors open here.
Mm.
I never understood that. It was very, very weird. That. But I think the last there was a load of caravans in Ashton. It was on a. I'm just trying to put a mic on now. There was a load of caravans on the backside of there. It goes
Mm.
up on a load of fields and you past. You've got literally a brown door. You jump over
Right.
that, and there was a load of caravans. And when I first ever started YouTube, I jumped over and I was like, "Why's there a load of caravans in here?" I never understood that, but I ruined that footage. Really, I shouldn't have put music over it. But at the time, I didn't really know what I was doing. Hello, hello,
Mm.
hello, hello.
How's it going?
Hey, woke up.
How's it going, Joe, mate? 2.5.
But yeah, I didn't understand why with the caravan side of it. I didn't understand why they didn't actually put a house up there and not. It's weird. And then we jumped over this big black gate at the end, and we had push bikes. I said to my mate, I said, I'm gonna have to throw the push bike over. I literally knocked the push bike over and jumped over this big black gate that's like 6 foot high. He's just like, "You sure you're gonna do it?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll be fine. It's all right, I'll sort it."
Cool.
Uh,
Looks like a cool place.
yeah,
Good
it's
man.
really weird why no one's. Wish I clicked the right button now. Why no one's actually done anything with it? To be honest,
Mm.
it's really weird.
Yeah, because I don't see much places like that because I'm right in the sticks. So I am.
Yeah.
So very rarely I see cities or abandoned buildings, apart from the odd farmhouse.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've done a lot of wells the last couple. I think last year and the year before. I think no, it was last year. I think it was. I'd done a lot of wells, but I've still got a
Yeah,
few down there. I've got
I,
fucking loads down there.
I think I was chatting to Mick and chat the other night about a, a munitions factory.
Oh yeah.
There's one down Pembrokeshire. There's two down Pembrokeshire, and they're on my list to do. One of them, I think Matt managed to get drone footage there, but if we go back to that one, Matt should do it as well.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's Dracoon, it's called.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we went down a factory the other day with hold on, bear with me 2 seconds. Stop. Hold on, yeah, that's it. Sorry.
IB.
Went down a factory the other day with Archie and well, that was proper moist, have mixed like saying. It was as wet as anything down there, but I don't know, I droned it. It's a pretty big factory to be honest. That is. It's crazy,
Cool.
but security's literally on it. Very bad actually, to be honest. And then we went up and done Explore up in Liverpool, and we just got the Explorer, and I said to everyone, I said, "Oh, I'm going to do a drone fly movement," and done the drone fly around the building, but BBC was filming. You know what BBC radio is like, and when they got the festival, I was just like, "Neon," just flew over. And next minute, I brought the drone down, and I was like, 4 or 5 police cars just turned up out the blue trying to find the drone. I was like, "Uh oh."
Time to get out of there.
Everyone's like, "You're going to get in trouble." I was like, "No, I'm not. You're not going to find it."
Yeah, but you're allowed to, I suppose it's different in cities, but you're allowed to fly as low as 50 meters, is it?
Yeah.
Joe will correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm new to drones.
It's terrible, that, Nick.
But funniest story was Mick was driving and I stuck the drone footage of the festival on TikTok. So they're probably going crazy over that, but they could have removed it, but they didn't. I didn't really want to put it on YouTube just in case it restricted me for watch hours, so I didn't bother putting it on there.
Mm.
Never too sure, to be honest.
I've only just started using the drone for some footage, like, so I'm still learning all the cinematic shots, or trying to do cinematic shots. Like.
Short learn, man. You get it, Callum.
Yeah, I used to have a nitro helicopter, so I suppose that might have helped a bit.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know what's that. So I'm just loading something. Yeah, no. Drone flies are really entertaining.
Mm.
They are.
I still think Matt's way ahead of everybody else on the drone.
That's true.
Oh,
That's true.
that is good.
In fairness,
Yeah, if you see my first ever drone fly, you feel sick straight away.
Mm.
my first flight, I didn't even save the footage. Right, I just practiced for a few days.
Oh, you didn't put it on record.
No.
That's
Again,
no way.
you know.
Honestly, when I fly the drone, it's not just about thinking about YouTube. I just like to go have a good look around and look at the view and things like that, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's lots of things that you see when you fly the drone that you don't normally see.
Well, I originally got the drone for helping finding the moist holes. So instead, just for argument's sake, there's 5 holes on the hillside somewhere. Instead of me having to up and down each 5 of them,
What a load of rubbish you really got what to come dogging with.
I thought you just said that. That's why I looked and I was like, what?
Zoom
I
into
knew,
the
I knew
volume.
exactly what he was saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
that just made me double think now. I was like, what?
That's one.
Yeah, this. Oh God, this.
Yeah,
My,
that's one thing I won't do.
I was at a place this afternoon, and it's the
Yeah.
first place I couldn't get any signal off the
Oh,
satellite, nothing at all.
That's strange.
oh,
Did you
But
try?
mind you, I was in a dip, in like a ravine. But
Was doing assist all right?
yeah, everything it was just picking up like one or two, but obviously one or two is not enough to lift off.
Aye. You
But
would have
as soon
thought the
as
satellite would have got down in the dip, like.
it was a proper dip, Joe. I was basically in a river ravine, a big
Oh,
massive
like
hills either side of me.
sounds like a nice place where I would like to come visit
Yeah,
with my tongue.
nothing new there, Joe, is it?
No, it's not going to be.
Yo, Bexy.
oh, you're
Even a
back.
little Bexy.
Yeah, no, I've had a funny ones with Well, I guess not losing a drone in a tree can't be any worse, I guess.
Could be.
Touch wood. I haven't got done that yet.
Oh, that was someone put me off. That was not pretty good.
Could always fly over top of a block of flats and losing on top of there.
Oh,
I've seen that done before on someone's video.
um,
Oh, there was another one. No, was it Kaylee Corson? She flew into this building. She lost signal. It just got stuck when it was way up in this
yeah, I
tower
think.
thing. I'm sure it was Kaylee Corson. Aye. And that to get her drone. They did get it like eventually, but it was like a tower thing, and they had to do like window openings in. And she got stuck on the ledge of the window.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
I've
think
used
what
them. I've used them a few times now, checking out holes again. But I'm looking down a mine shaft, and I'm thinking, how low can I go now? But I'll just go down to ground level and look straight down, because you can't, in some holes you can't lean over to look in the hole. So that's a
Yeah.
perfect way to have a look to see how deep it is.
mm.
It's
The thing is, I don't know if you could legally use a drone in a mine.
no, you
I
can't.
don't- what I was going to say, because you'd have no signal out.
No.
The same as some people say, I'd love to fly my drone through this big long tunnel.
I,
Yeah.
I've seen one guy do it. The same guy who I got my name for my channel, Abandoned and Forgotten Places, and he
Yeah.
had one video where he flew his drone through the tunnel, all the way through the tunnel, and out the other side of the mountain, and back through again. But it can't have been a DJI drone, because once you've got no signal, you're not good. So it must have
And
been.
you see, because you still got your signal from your remote to your drone. But mostly it's done by GPS, isn't it? So
Yeah.
if you go down, you lose the GPS straight away.
So I wondered how did he manage to do that then? Unless he had a different type of drone.
I'm not sure. Be good though on them long them tunnels where it's got the railway lines going through. It's
Mm.
flying along there. Then again,
Yeah,
you'd have to have some kind of light, because it's dark in there places.
that was like a railway tunnel. So he went into the mountain one side, through the tunnel, and out the other side of the mountain.
Wow.
It's quite, and it wasn't like a train tunnel, which is huge. It was a man-made mine tunnel.
Wow.
So he only got about that much room wide on a person's height. It's quite impressive.
Crazy.
So you see the is it a P? How is it called? FUP drones, whatever. I think I said that right.
FUP.
Yeah, like I've seen them, and you see people flying them, and you're just like, how do they do it? Like, because every time I try to fly one of them, it always goes the opposite.
Mm.
They always fly away from me. Can't even stunt
That's
drone them
pretty
either.
bad. So them little things that fly when they do races with them run courses and that.
Yeah, like your first person view, like
Where you wear the 3D
yeah.
glasses, goggles or the 4K goggles or whatever you call them.
I've been offered like been I think I bought one. It was a smaller one, and then I was trying the flight before I bought the bigger drone, and I was like, "Oh, how do you do it?" And I've seen people do stunts. And I tried driving that one, and that didn't go right. Craig was
Mm.
like, "Oh, here we go. I've got like you got a drone. You try and fly this." So I tried flying Craig's, and it just flew straight into my next neighbor's garden. I was like, yeah, I'm all right, thank you." I was like, "Yeah, you can have that back."
It's the same as with
Aye,
my old Nitro helicopter. You had beginner, like intermediate, and 3D. The
Yeah,
3D stuff is where you see them doing all those acrobatic upside down and
yeah, and gone through little hoops and things like
yeah.
that. I love it when they've got
But,
to watch them,
but,
when they're racing each other and they've got to do it in a certain time.
but I kept my helicopter in beginner because I couldn't even fly it in 3D.
Mm.
oh,
It was
That's good stuff.
I don't know. If I can do it like I don't like the VR headsets either on me. I just can't stand it.
Virtual, rea- virtual reality, that's what I was on about.
I try using them because my friend used them on his games at home. But
Mm.
it wouldn't work with me because I wear glasses,
Yeah.
so I couldn't see nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
If I took my glasses off so they could fit on properly, because I'm blind as a bat, I couldn't see nothing. If I kept my glasses on,
Mm-hmm.
I think my eyes were too far away from the lens or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know how it worked, but I just couldn't see nothing. I suppose people with glasses go have a special VR set.
True. It's yeah.
Right, I'm going to get myself down because I've got a few things to sort out here.
That's something, right?
So it's been thanks for letting us up, Dave.
That's something.
Been
Well,
great chat. No doubt I'll be watching some more stuff and I'll catch you up with you again soon.
yeah.
And, I'll be waiting for Sunday for you, Gareth. Son,
Yeah, back to normal Sunday, Joe. So
back to you.
you'll be happy. Back to the moist stuff.
Back to the milestones. Yes, I'm looking for that. So I'm going to say bye for now, everybody. Laters, and take
Speaking
care,
of
you, Dave and Chelsea.
Nice one,
Gareth,
Joe.
and everybody else in chat. You all stay safe and take care, everybody. Like, catch you with us soon. Bye for now.
it, mate.
It does. I've
Yeah.
I've been trying to get Mick to come to our part of Wales and show him
Yeah.
some proper moist holes.
Yeah, that'd be yeah, like I was saying to Mick, like we're due to like do underground by me. I can't say too much just on safe side, so
Mm.
it's don't want to get closed up, but we got to do that tunnel. But we're waiting on the weather to pick up a little bit. There's a bit of teeth dropping and teeth coming right forward, but I would say I wouldn't mind doing more underground stuff. I think I've only been underground like 3 times. I think.
If you ever pass in mid Wales or an area, you're welcome anytime. We'll show you
Yeah.
around some moist holes.
Yeah, true. I have to talk to Mick about it and plan it out or something.
Yeah. It's I'm always the lads are coming. We're meant to be coming around next weekend,
Yeah,
but Antonio's pulled out, so we're going to come back another time. Yeah, but we always got guys come over to Wales to meet us, and vice versa.
yeah. So like, they say that like the mental asylum in Targaff has got tunnels, but if it's true or if it's not, it's a bit. It's not one of them you want to be looking around unless you know it has or not.
I think I'm sure I remember. I can't remember whose channel it was. Something tells me it was Carl's channel, and I'm sure they were down in one of the service tunnels.
Oh yeah. Hmm. That's interesting. Uh,
Because when we went to Talsgarth, we found some small service tunnels, but we didn't bother going down them because they were only literally about 5 foot high.
yeah.
The,
Um, thinking.
cause that's not far from the bus graveyard, as they call it.
Ah, yeah, I know which one you're on about. Yeah, Nigel's. Yeah, I know which one you're on about. I spoke to Nigel about his coaches. I was there, sat there, chatting to him for a while, and he was telling me stuff about his business and how the coaches and stuff like that. Be honest.
There's an abandoned house just up the road from there as well.
Oh yeah,
I know Matt has done it, but I can't remember what people call the house. It's still got the stuff in there now from years ago.
yeah. It's mental.
I just
Um,
can't remember what they call it. They called it a certain name. Just I know exactly where it is.
yeah.
Just I can't remember the name of what they called it. And it's just above the set of small tiny caves.
Oh yeah. The cloud house.
Is it the Cloud House?
Yes. Bexy just put it in.
It's down not far from the bus graveyard and Talgarth. It's down that area. It is.
Yeah. The farmer's a nasty piece of work from there. It's
And
just
then
so annoying.
the other house, which I haven't done yet, the other, and I've seen on Matt's channel, it's up, you probably call it North Wales, but it's only about 30 minutes, 40 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
And that was overlooking the lake. Yes, Ubexy, it was quite popular back in the day. Just can't remember. I'm sure, yeah, it could have been the Cloud House. Could have been. Can't remember.
Yeah, me and Mick was driving past one day and we found a house and it was just really weird because we went round the back and the window's wide open and all it had all over it was saying asbestos this, asbestos that, and we are just like, so I named it underneath the asbestos house because I didn't even know what else to name it because it was random find.
Hmm.
It was like so weird, like
Yeah, I've done a couple of farmhouses and a few cottages, and I've
yeah,
done one hotel, but that's just up the road from my house. Like,
oh yeah,
but that's been boarded up. Well, the main bit is still open, but the two houses on the side, one's been
mm.
boarded up because I think the copper thieves have been in there.
Oh, God, not that's terrible. It's like we done that Saudi house and we filmed it and then Mick went back for grabbing some pictures. Next thing he walked through and he could hear water.
Hmm.
It was just like, really? Like, what is the point, like, of doing that?
Uh,
But
Times are so hard. Even the copper thieves are finding it hard. You know, so I suppose they're out in
yeah,
force now.
but it was really weird because, like, when I think, I can't remember who asked, someone asked the bloke who was maintaining it, and he said, is there a shut off valve? And there wasn't even a shut off valve. Like, when they put the water in, they just basically attached it in with no shut off valve or nothing, so it was just running constant.
Hmm.
That was a bit whoever done the plumbing on that was not a best idea either, to be honest, because stuff like that being flooded, you can't turn them off. It was
I did the house for this. I remember where it was. The house that was on the side of this hotel.
yeah.
The window was open. Obviously, people smashed it. But there must have been no mains water in the house when the people were living there, because
Yeah.
when you go in the bathroom, there was like a 25-litre drum on the wall next to the shower, and a pipe going down to the shower, and millions of 2-litre bottles of water everywhere, the big
Yeah.
square ones. I was quite mad to see that.
That is weird. Where was it? Oh yeah, we was filming with Matt and Liam and everyone, and we was going around in this office, and we could have running water. I was next to Liam. I said, "Oh, what's that?" And he said, "There's water running." It didn't sound like running water at the time, and Matt was the only one been able to turn it off. Like I tried, I couldn't even turn it, and then Matt turned it and turned it off, and I was like, oh, "Fair play to him." Like it's like I couldn't turn it off. Honestly, I couldn't even turn it. Like I had no strength there, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like got office, and it's just running water, and it's just like, "What the hell?" That was fully stocked. That was all the chairs were still there. Everything. It's just like, why didn't they just donate it straight to a college who needs it?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
The lads did a farm not so long ago. It was part of an old local university, and
Yeah.
that had everything still there.
Um.
Everything was still there, and they sort of what it looked like as if they'd been emptying the university of their junk and just taking everything to this farm, because
Yeah.
every room was full apparently.
Oh shit. It's mad.
And
So
interesting stuff as well, which was quite mad.
it's just weird, isn't it? How they just leave it and. Of course, yeah, I understand if you get told to get out, like from management, of course you just can't. You know what I mean? You've got to just get out the way it is. But you would just think like management, like, well, yeah, that's sorted. Oh, hi, Birdie.
Hello, hello, hello. How we
Hello.
doing?
Evening.
I was having a sleep, so
Oh,
just a random nap.
if I fall asleep now, I wouldn't be able to go to sleep myself. To be honest.
Well, I'm up at I'm out and about at about 8, so I'll be up at about
Fair
doing
play.
stuff at about 6, won't I? So I'm up anyway
Yeah.
now.
Cool.
How we all doing?
All good,
Good.
mate. You?
Good.
Yeah, not too shabby. You've been live for like an hour or something, yeah?
Been chilling on live, mate. Be honest.
Fair play, fair play. Well done on the 1,000. Happy days.
Yeah.
Onwards and upwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they were using copyrighted music. Don't do well. I learned that lesson.
Yeah, don't do that. I've just found a funny thing. I was scrolling through TikTok and just like knocking about and just like checking my works over and bits. And I've just noticed somebody's literally just ripped my entire identity. I'm like, wait, this guy looks familiar. Oh wait, it's me. It's legit just me with my name and everything. I'm like, right. But he's not done like he's not like robbed off the TikTok videos. No, he's taken it straight from my YouTube and like condensed it down. And you're like, fair play, dude.
I get that all the time with my YouTube shorts and my TikTok shorts. So
No, these homies, I've gone through my entire videos, and what they've done is they've literally gone through the entire ones, split them into parts, and condensed them down a bit, like that. That's a progression, like legit thing. And I'm like, what, really?
And you know what else they do? Because they download, say, our shorts and stuff like that, they zoom in a bit when they edit it, so it cuts out your logo or name.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't notice. No, this guy's impersonating me, so he's put his name as Bearded Reality. It's just like the tags bearded.reality.
Oh.
And he responds as me. And you're like, and he's using my picture and everything. I'm like, okay, maybe I am a clam.
Someone's stepping over the mark.
Well, technically, I suppose he gets like my name. I personally hate it when people rob my work without telling me.
Yeah.
But obviously, I don't have like the YouTube. I don't have that really on like other platforms. Like YouTube is for like long form videos is for YouTube. That's what I do them for. So technically, like I was thinking about doing like short and doing the same thing really. But this guy's kind of just being me. So I'll let him be me for a bit longer. So you see how he enjoys it. It's not fun.
Yeah, stress about uploading.
Yeah, fair play. They do try. Fair play to them.
Yeah, like I don't understand when you take pictures and you can put like your logo, like not your logo, but your name behind the back of the picture. I still don't understand that.
I mean, I don't do any of that though, because it's very rare when somebody. I remember like when I first started YouTube, homies would literally just rip my videos. They'd rip them and then pretend to be me. Like, do you know what I mean? That's it. And I've been looking. I'm like, I've seen this place before. It looks exactly like it was when I went there. Oh wait, no, it is me. You know what I mean? Oh, I swear I've been in this drug den before. It looks like my shit. It is me. All right, okay. So then you can go through like with YouTube, the copyright stuff and all the other stuff. Make sure the copies are made. So I pursue that way.
Yeah,
You got all that copyright and stuff, haven't you, on that? Yeah, I forget that.
Yeah, well, it's got like an auto match system as well. But like again, like there's loads of like you got to remember, like with what we do, it can hit a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, do you know what I mean? So it can be beneficial sometimes to have people take your content and do bits, and do you know what I mean? As long as they're doing something with it. When somebody literally pretends to be you, though, it's different. Do you know what I mean? Like if you are somebody that uploads other people's content and do you know what I mean, it's to promote them, cool. But when you are like I'll give you an example. I am now abandoned, 2k abandoned. That's it. I am you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take what you do and I'll just be you. But then the danger of that is people will think you are now, you know what I mean? I am now you. And then I can be an absolute dick.
That's true. And then like people, if they message you and then someone bees a dick on the messages and stuff, they're gonna think it's you.
Yeah, it's not exactly a good thing. So is he a decent viewer? I don't know. I don't know who he is. Who knows who this guy is? Do you know what I mean? He's me. Me.
It's weird.
Are you like that?
could be anybody.
So it's nice that I've inspired somebody else to be me.
He wants to be in your shoes for a bit.
But I'll have to pursue it, won't I?
You see it.
They want to be you, but without doing all the leg work. Like that's the funny thing about it.
Well, it's the same. You get a lot of the Russians doing it as well. Like Russians will rip your content. They'll just put it on the Russian sites, but then they'll also link. So this is quite a clever thing. They do all the stuff in Russian, yeah, like the text and all the other stuff, and then they'll link your stuff to it as well. So it feeds a lot. It's a really weird thing. So like some Chinese people do it as well.
Yeah.
So it's not really still. It's a promotion in a sense. Not as much anymore because they're all busy at the moment with war. But you know. That's what a thing used to be.
Yeah, I've had a few. I had this miner from like Colombia or somewhere over there, and they actually were still mining mines. And he actually used one of my videos, but he actually emailed me. I had to translate the email, like, but yeah, they actually wanted to use the footage and. It's quite mad, dog.
So many people like copying contents. It's just like it's mental. TikTok's easy enough to get views though. I don't understand. Like you could just go out next day and film. Like it's so easy.
Yeah, it can do. But then when you've kind of like created the way that I see all the stuff I do my work is a catalog.
Yeah.
You can literally go through and take 1,000 videos now. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same thing with YouTube. They split them up in parts and everything like that.
Yeah.
And if your idea is to monetize, thankfully there's a lot of people are following them. People are viewing it though. And you're like, all right. But then again, it's the danger when suddenly, like I'll give you another example. Like imagine a celebrity that's not on any socials or anything like that. Somebody can pretend to be them, gain very rapidly and quickly.
Yeah.
But then there's danger of all the things that go with it. That's why you've got like a lot of the so-called parody ones, don't you? So it'll be their name or whatever parody. or do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's mad.
It's a mad old world.
I've been suspended from TikTok from Creator Fund. I carried on spamming them, trying to get unlocked, and they don't know me right now. They suspended me, so I don't even have the option there now to put it through.
Oh, feck the creator fund, mate. Like, honest to God, like, don't get me wrong, I made some decent money from it, but it's they keep trying to veer me to promote, so they want me to pay to promote the stuff, the videos, and even though some of them do quite well and all this stuff, and I'm like, I'm not doing it, so like, it's they kind of put you on like. Because it is true, shadow banning kind of things. I've gone from like hundreds of thousands to views to let's say sometimes 300. And you're like, what? What happened there? What happened that day? Do you know what I mean? And then I'll talk about it in the video. Well, we start going up into the thousands, the tens of thousands again. We're doing all right, we're happy days. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you should promote this video. You should do this. I'm like, and I just ignore it. And then suddenly I'm down to like 300 again. You're like, oh yeah, see how it is.
It's like when I done the live for the first time on TikTok, I didn't understand certain things, and then people was coming on, and I got banned for having a song on in the back, and I was like, "What?" And then they banned me for 3 minutes.
Yeah, they've changed. They've changed a lot of it now. They have changed, but then again, it's the same with YouTube though. Like, I don't play music. That's the one thing that gets me in trouble. And I got like, what did I get? Like, I got not a strike, but a warning. I've had a couple, but not. Do you know what I mean? I've never had a strike against my channel, but I've had a few warnings saying, "Well, you can't do that." I'm like, "Well, what did I do?" Ah, well, it's that. I'm like, right, okay, then we'll go through the copyright-free stuff then, if I'm ever in the mood, or everybody else can just sit in silence now, and we won't have the explicit hip hop anymore.
Yeah, I didn't realize with YouTube that you couldn't play music, and then I got. I think I was in a like ban for 3 years or something because I couldn't get the watch hours. So they done something to me.
Yeah, tell you what though, if you were a creator back in the day, so like it goes all the way back to like Twitch, and I was in a little bit a long time ago. You could do what you want. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. Like, you go back to about 2015, then before. Who cares?
Yeah.
Now it's completely different. It's because there's money to be made off things. That's why.
Yeah. Like, I used to upload it when I was like 15 years old, and then I used to put songs to it. I never used to get a problem, and then I got with Chelsea, and I had too many accounts open. I was like, well, I'm gonna migrate it over, and I forgot to download the videos, and they deleted them all.
Oh, no way.
All from when I was a kid, all been deleted. And I was like, no.
Gutting. I feel that. That's how I feel about my phone now. Like, obviously, because my phone was destroyed by the police. But like, thankfully, so this is like the funniest thing. So I've got my Facebook back now after 6 months of whatever, and they've just gone beep. So like, oh, that's cool. So I can technically now, hopefully, get a lot of my own content back.
Yeah.
By like screenshotting my old photos and all the other stuff. And usually, like, I'd put the best ones up anyway. Yeah. So I can kind of go through and get that 6 years worth of content back, which is nice.
Fair play.
Yeah.
That must have been that.
And then back it up, apparently.
Yeah, I was going to say the best one for that, the backing up your pictures, is MyCloud. Because MyCloud's got a special option built into the server that you click Facebook and it downloads them all in one go.
True, but like it's like the same thing, like when I got hacked with the YouTube. Yeah. Like, even though I've got like a lot of the raw footage and all the other stuff, it's just gone. Do you know what I mean? Like, on YouTube's generally, you think, oh, we're quite secure and quite safe and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a account, because again, think about the amount that I've done over the years. It stacks up, and it's do you know what I mean? It stacks up. When you're uploading 20, 30 gigabyte files, it stacks up hardcore, and you're like, right, okay. There's not enough. Do you know what I mean? I'm not paying 50 quid, 100 quid on hard drives or mega money for major hard. Do you know what I mean? Because I'll just run out anyway. So I have to go through and delete footage, get rid of RAWs, get rid of all the other stuff, and just because there's no need for it. YouTube is the kind of like secure spot.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I can't back up all my working videos. Not all of them, because there's so many. No, even on a small channel like mine, there's like over 500 wicked videos. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's, let's say it's you in your first, second year, you've got access to that kind of stuff. It's fine. Like, once you start going over, it stacks.
Yeah, it does. Honestly, like, I've got on one of my drives, I only got 16 terabytes, and I've got some footage on it, not a lot of it. and I didn't realize how much I filmed. I've got literally, normally around 135 for a year on footage, and then I got another 30 on top now with waiting for footage. And I was just like, yeah, that ain't getting released this year.
Well, I got like a 10 terabyte hard drive. So I thought, you know what, I'll back up some stuff like that. Filled it straight away. Come. I'm like, right, cool. Come. And I needed some space on the computer. It's like, filled, done. Yeah, right, okay. Well, on the shelf you go forever, collecting dust, you ridiculous, expensive piece of kit.
Yeah, like one.
I know he's explained this to me before, but I just don't. I don't understand it properly, and I just don't get it. And I'm just like, whatever. Plus, I also like to have access to everything. I'm very funny with stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just one of my things.
I'm upgrading again because my little baby server I got is only got 16, so I want like 58 terabytes in it. So I'm upgrading again, but just using the same machine. So I got to pull all the 6 out now, and
that's a joy.
do that. That's going to cost me about £800.
Fair play.
A passion for hard drives.
I didn't use my other one. What Mick's on about? Like used for something else. Just that's used for something else. So I don't really use that.
Express porn. That's what it's for.
I didn't say that.
Transferring files galore. Like yes, a storage thing for all the porn in the world.
Yeah. Be a few concrete blocks worth of hard drives.
Yeah, I've got servers as well. It's a bit. I got 2 of them, but I was looking on a 12 bay the other day, and they wanted £2.5 for the 12 bay, and I was like, "You can keep the hell for that one."
I'm working on next projects now. Like that's my thing. I'm doing like 12 different projects at once, killing me off. But we're now getting back into sealed Pokemon cards.
I just heard something about Pokemon.
What?
Apparently, all the old cards are worth a lot of money, and I just give out a load of the old ones.
What do you mean you just give out a lot of the old ones?
Yeah, I didn't realize that when I had my old cards. I didn't realize.
Where did you give them to?
I can't remember.
I'll give you a tenner.
I literally gave them away ages ago, and I can't remember.
To be fair, I've done that a few times though. Like I go through phases. To be like this is like I've got back into this properly over the years, but like the last phase when I was going because before I had like major retro games collections and all this, I sold them all off for cheaper than it should have done really. But to go on to like other projects, do different things. And then I sold off a mega collection that'd be worth about 20 grand now. Stupid.
That's always the case, though. No, you keep something for ages and ages. I think it's not worth nothing. Get rid of it, and all of a sudden,
I was just trying to shift though. Do you know? You know when you just like, I'm just shifting stuff out. I need space. I need to do bits.
That's what I'm
like. I don't do that anymore. So what we're doing now is we're going back into sealed, which basically means when this comes out of print, and it's like all the other things. So this is like what it costs $170. You think $170 for a book? Crazy, bloody crazy if you think about it. But in a year's time, when it goes out of print, it'll go to £500.
Okay.
So again, it's just like that kind of thing. I used to do it ages ago, and I also flip single cards. So you got to imagine like each card generally is like a minimum worth £1.
Yeah.
Other ones worth bits like that, and you just kind of like you're stacking up. So yeah, it just takes so long. Too long.
Yeah, I didn't realize that till I read that the other day, and I was like, I should have kept them now.
Yeah, I would have happily given you a tenner, mate.
I didn't even realize that.
For free, I wouldn't do that in a year. But like, oh, it's a tenner, mate. But
I had a folder for them as well, and it's like
£20 for the folder.
I was like, oh, I wish I never did. And same with WWE cards. I started collecting them, and then I threw them. So,
again, like I mean, it's again for this kind of stuff though. It's kind of like over the years. It's the same for YouTube and all this stuff. What you know. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people tend to stick with what they know and all this stuff. And other people, if you've been doing these kind of things a lot of them, I buy people's entire collections sometimes. Do you know what I mean? I'll go like that, and then I'll lowball them. And if they take it, they take it. If they don't, I'm going up a little bit. But there you go, and then just hoard. And then I'll sit through and I'm like, right, this is that. And that's again the same thing with card shops and all the other buying tiny people collections and stuff like that. It's just we're independent.
That's
I'll stick to collecting my rock samples.
Mm.
My,
give you a
my
10.
house, my house is practically full of them. I've got display cabinets behind me. They're on the shelves.
I'll happily come round.
Hmm.
Random forgotten Wales. I'll give you a tenner.
I'm happy enough to collect hard drives instead. It's better. I'll stay to that.
We've had some samples. They've gone into the museum. It's
Mm.
crazy. You know, we sold them on eBay and they've gone to the museums. Like, it's quite mad.
How did it?
Yeah, Mick done a house. Well, I done it first, and then Mick. I didn't tell Mick about it, and Mick went there and he said, "Oh, Cribs Causeway house." I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Oh, there was a special rare thing in there in a box." I said, "What do you mean?" And then I watched this video. He said that should be in the museum. I was like, "Well, we don't really have to say in that, but
This is true. The amount
it
of
was
stuff that
all,
I've found, and then like, do you know what I mean? And then this should literally be in museums, all kind of. You
yeah,
think, mate. But I suppose there's two things you could do though. Technically, is you could tip off like a
yeah,
museum thing like that, but I don't because again, it still is the same premise really. And the other thing is like obviously just not taking anything anyway. So
yeah,
for me, it's like I have my reason why I'm there. Other people go to other places for their own reasons. You know, what I mean, whether they want to rob, they want to take the copper, they want to just burn something down. Do you know what I mean? Photographies and media is my game.
It's the same with us. So no, we do mines, and there's there's artifacts in the mine, but they go you go back there again, and they go missing. And these artifacts have been there for 100 years.
I mean, I get that in terms of artifacts and antiques stuff like that. There could be like an under market for that. However, some people are just like. I mean, I've had it when I've gone out with people, and I'll be there. You know what I mean? Doing my thing. Next minute, I can see somebody. Like, let's say we've gone to a book kind of place and felt like, and they're carrying like they've got a book or two, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, should we take some books? You're like, you're not, mate. Put the books down. But they're just books, and I know they're just books. I don't care. Put the books down. Get them down. Because the coppers come out there, and you're coming out of a book place with all these books, mate. No, put the books down. Oh, yeah, I didn't think of it like that. Oh, I just want to take this leaflet. Put the fucking leaflet down. You don't want to be associated with this place once you've come out of it. Trust me.
you leave it how you find it.
You'll learn the hard way. When the coppers pull up and they're going, where'd you get that leaflet from?
The way I see it is, well, when we go into the mines, we see an artifact, leave it there because it'll be there for the next explorer to see.
Yeah,
And that's the way I see it.
Everybody's like that, though. I mean, that's why there's like generally quite a big rush on finding a lot of like in what I do, a lot of like finding these places first and all this stuff because you know what's going to happen to them. There's like legit gangs and stuff following these bits around. But we've got a good one tomorrow, though. Only one person's been. Everything's fucking left, and it's very, very nice. Windows open on the side.
Wow.
Maybe a hidden car. Can't wait.
I wish mine were that easy. Like the one I did today, it took me 2 hours to find the bloody thing, and that's just walking. Probably quarter of a mile. But
I got offered to go down a mine. I haven't done them in ages. I've done a couple, but like there's a guy. It's a mine that's been closed for about 50 years, and only 2 people basically have access to it. They've locked it up and everything like that, but they're going to give me access, and it goes. It's 285 feet. I don't know how deep that is, but something like that. And like apparently you can just be there for a good 6-7 hours doing the bits, and it's got all the. But you know what I mean? Some machinery, everything's just left down this bloody mine.
Cool.
So we need to go do that at some point. You got to cross a lot of it with like bloody ladders and shit. Like, it's all set up there. They've all rigged it and done it.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to do.
Ah, cool. Sounds a cool one.
But I'm not allowed to say where it is. I'm not allowed to film the entrance. That's how like I said, that's how it is. And you're like, it's fair play. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's because I try not name any of the mines.
It's to keep people out there, which I get. You know,
it's safety more than anything because the Great Mid Wales Mine, I call it, and I've done about 32 videos of that particular mine.
Wow.
And I was there one day, right, and I'd been up in the hill, on top of the hill, and I'd done my ropey stuff, and I was walking back to the car, and there's a young couple there. They were going to go into one of the main adits with just a mobile phone, and the light of a mobile phone, and you've got skipways and
It's not that sort
open
of-
holes in the floor. I said, I made a purpose of emptying my bag and showing them, like, this is what I take in the underground, and I've only been underground for about an hour.
Yeah, underground is a different kettle of fish. You can understand why it does really well as well. Do you know what I mean? Because it is different. It is unique. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, again, it is not the safest though, because anything can happen, and I think that's the appeal of it as well, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to know what the dangers are, because no, I was doing mine exploring probably 10 years, so well before I was doing YouTube. And the amount of dangers we see, but we know what to look out for, the false floor. Because a lot of places, the false floors will be covered in rock, and it just looks like you're walking on a normal tunnel. But and people go unprepared, just one torch or
Yeah.
just unprepared.
I the other day I was filming with Mick and Archie and everyone, and there was a boiler tank, and I don't know what come ahead of me. I ended up climbing up the boiler tank, and Archie and Chelsea's just there looking at me like, that's really, really high up, right? I was like, past the building, literally the building's like on, like below me, and I'm up really, really high, and every time you're getting up there, you smell the like rendering from the place. It's stinking, and I was up on the top. I said to Archie, I was winding Archie, I was like, "Go on, 2 more steps, you can come up with me like that." But I didn't realize when I got up higher, they welded in plates. So when you're climbing, you're climbing on the outside of the frame to get to the ladder. And I'm climbing up a bit higher and higher. And then Chelsea's just like, you can see her down on below, like, just like, really? But I don't know. I just started going climbing. I should be honest, be careful with that, because if you slip, you knew what's going to happen straight away. But
Again, though, like the way I see it is, I mean, I've been doing what I've done like long enough now. I was doing it technically a little bit before, not fully, but do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But you kind of know the risks. You know what you're looking out for. Do you know what I mean? And like some of the, so like, especially the roof stuff that we do. Just give me the gin. The roof stuff that you do, and all this. And you see me, I'll go on the ledges. I walk around. I run across them. Do you know what I mean? And jump from bits to bits and do the stuff.
Yeah.
Which obviously one trip, one gust of wind and it's all over. But again, the adrenaline is what gets me, and I'm like, oof. Whereas it's different for kids and stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's why I don't recommend it. I'm just gonna go get a drink 1 minute.
It's the same as us, when we do the SRT, dangling on a rope. I've been on a rope like 200. This one here is 228 foot long, so I think that's about 70 meters if my maths is right. So I've been dangling at the end of that rope, and there's still about 400 or 500 foot below me.
Oh.
But I can do that, no problem, because you can't see the bottom, because obviously it's pitch black. No, standing on a high-rise building is probably a different story, like a more wobbly. So it's a mad feeling. Like.
Yeah, but again, you know, like I said, if you've done it long enough and you've been to hundreds of these places, you generally, I mean, anything can happen, but you generally know what you're looking out for. You know what you're not stepping on. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been in some crazy situations. It's usually me saving somebody else, you know what I mean? Because they've not paid attention, do you know what I mean? Or things. I think only ever really fallen through one floor, and I'm undercut under the beam. And technically, I accidentally went to this place twice. And when I went to this door and looked in, I went, I'm not going in that room because it's about to fall.
Yeah.
And the second time, I wasn't paying attention, but I just went in. And I fell.
Didn't Gav went through a floor somewhere, didn't he, in one of his explores? It's easy done.
Yeah.
And I've not really had like major injuries either. As like I said, apart from the scar there, which was last year. Apparently, like this new one here, which was recent again, which is might scar, we'll see. Cut my belly open a little bit, and then I got like a massive hole in the groin for stretching my legs out trying to get into windows.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was not fun. So, do you know what I mean? Very, very lucky.
Well, I was in a basement of a pub, and Chelsea behind me, she started walking across the floor, and every time she's walking across the floor, we did warn her about the floor, but she was standing on these bits of the floor, and all the rubble from the stairs was coming down. It was like rushing down. I'm in the basement with Craig, and me and Craig look at each other. We're gonna get buried alive in a minute, and then all we hear is a big crumble like that. Chelsea's only holding on to the beam, isn't she?
Oh wow!
Again, she's literally like gone really wrong on it. And I was just there, of course, automatic panic mode. I said, I did tell you about the beam, just be careful. And we're just getting all these stones thrown at us because she's gone through. Everything's just, it was just terrible.
I had something similar when I was going for this building, and I'm literally going through, and the building's shaking because it's the old man and like that. And so I told Razor, like, listen, mate, number one, we're gonna have to 1-at-1, and you're gonna be very careful. Stomp, 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 stomp. And I'm there going through the next bit, and I'm just seeing it shaking like that, and like it's starting to fall down over here. And I'm like, oh gee, no, God, no. The side of the building's starting to collapse there. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Razor, stop it off, mate, please.
Yeah. Once I had done a boo boo, and it was a close shave. So we'd gone down we roped down an air shaft, then we had to climb down on some old ladders. We'd done the explore in this deep ladder, we call it. So we come back all the way up the ladders, and everybody had gone up a rope, and I was the last one to go up the rope. So I was SRT up a rope, and at the very top, the rope was tied to a tree, and I clipped myself off the cow's tail off to the wrong bit of rope. So what happened, and as soon as I clipped into that wrong place of rope, the rope went round the tree and slid down either side. So basically, you had half a rope one side of the tree and half the other side, and I was down the bottom. So I slid down an air shaft, probably like that. But then I stopped at the bottom because I was still tied to the rope. But that was my close shave. Touch wood. That's the only one. But yeah.
What's this one? This one.
Mix.
Yeah, this one, Charles. Remember this one, Charles? I think this is it. Wait. Hold on. I'm going to try and do this without sharing my other screen. A minute, hold on. Yeah, Chelsea went through this one.
Oh, you can see the top of it there on the ceiling.
Yeah. Shit me up on this, to be honest. I did get a bit of awkward.
Yeah, look how dodgy that is.
Yeah, it's not the one.
It kind of looks like familiar to me. I don't know why though.
Yeah, it's in Wales. This one, isn't it? We was in the basement when she was walking at the top, and I was like, when I heard the crumbling, that's it. I knew straight away. I knew. Just that floor is the floor.
Oh, mixed banner everywhere.
Can't get away from mixed banner stickers.
I need a new one because mine is starting to rub off.
Oh, Mick, you know what you need to do? Send some stickers down. Yeah, it really shook me up, honestly. It did actually, yeah. Put me in an awkward moment, but... Well, yeah, if you went through the floor and then crumbled it underneath, you would be screwed. It's really near the basement. I think this is the one that Mick lost his lens in, actually.
Oh, he lost his lens there as well. Loses
Yeah,
everything, Mick.
I almost lost his lens, I think. I think this is the one that he's lost it in the well, I think. Wishing well at the back or underneath.
Is this like a common thing, Mick?
This building is a jinx. Where is it? But I don't know. It was terrible. That this is shit. Me and Craig up for us. Me and Craig was like, "Yeah, we got Death Wish. Definitely." We was just like, we was chatting about it for a while, and it was, yeah. That building definitely needs demolition in. I still remember you sent me that video, Mick, of that. BNR said they was going to go there, and I said, mate, I said I wouldn't even tempt it. I said it's so dangerous.
Time did you get back the other day?
Sorry, what's that?
What time did you get back the other day?
We stayed up there for one more night, and
okay.
we got back. Should I work it out? I can't remember now. We got back pretty late, to be honest. Mick had work as well. On the Monday. Well, on the Monday we got back, and then on the Tuesday I had work. I can't remember what time we got back. It was pretty late.
No, fair play.
But yeah, it's all right actually. To be honest, it's made a change. Being out somewhere in different locations.
You got to travel, haven't you? That's the main thing, really. I say we're constantly up and down.
That's true.
You guys do a lot of traveling for a bit.
Of course, it makes it more harder for me because, of course, I don't have my license. So it's like I feel sorry for the person who's driving, really.
I get that. But again, if you're a decent team, like I don't drive, do you know what I mean? You're a decent team of people, all have your, do you know what I mean? Your roles and what you're doing and whatnot. I'm a navigator, and I find places, I do bits. That's my skill.
Yeah.
So that's what I focus on. So other homies, they just drive it. Other people, they just sit back. They don't do any of that, and then we all chip in and do the bits.
Yeah.
Because again, it's common goals. You're going for common things. So
true.
The way we work it out is four of us, and we call ourselves the A team. And basically, we go out every fortnight, and we all take in turns to pick. So, like, one will pick this weekend, next fortnight somebody else. So everybody goes to where they want to go, and everybody else then gets the mystery tour, and it works out quite well.
It's a good way of doing it. Yeah. I miss being in like a more dedicated team kind of thing. I've got some homies that I'm going out with quite regularly now, but it's like when you're like I've worked with like hundreds of people now. Do you know what I mean? And up and down and doing the bits. It's not the same. It's always exciting. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, you know what I mean. You don't have that regular bounce. It's like what I enjoy the most.
Yeah.
The guys I got another group of four of us. And we have a hell of a laugh now. Obviously, we've got the filming side of it, but we also go and have a laugh as well.
Well, that's what it's about, though. You know what I mean? Once you know people long enough and all the other stuff, it's, do you know what I mean? You're going out, you're having a great time. Like I say, when I go out, we'll stop, we'll have a beer, we'll go have some food, nice places, something like that. Day out for us.
Yeah.
It's not just explore. Some people are like that. They don't want to socialize. They don't want to do the bits. Me and a lot of other people, we just want to chill as well.
Yeah. If it's not fun, there's no point doing it, is it?
Precisely. But there's like, again, like there's more to it. Do you know what I mean? You can go out and do 10, 15 places in a day if you really wanted to, or you can enjoy your surroundings where you're at and all the other stuff and go do some decent places, which is the way that I'd rather do it. Sometimes it's more just like streamlined and we're just smashing through. But
Well, every fortnight we go out as a group, and then I go out. I'll probably go out.
David always wants to go to Brum.
I go out every week, once a week. Like, that's all the time I've got to go and do the exploring and do some videos for YouTube.
Nah, I've streamlined mine now. We used to be going out all the time. It's like that's how I got so far ahead. And like when I was working all the time as well, so I'd go work, do a 12-hour shift, and then I'd go out for 8 hours, film, and then go on do it the day after. Do you know what I mean? All the other stuff. That streamlines where I just go out at the weekends.
Yeah.
But again, we hit it hard though.
I forget we go out on midweek as well, which is just a short one, so like a 2-hour one instead of 5 hours underground.
Yeah, I'm thinking because summer coming up anyway. I'm thinking I might go out a bit more during the summer, but do even more. But I don't really need to. But again, I kind of like to as well.
Yeah, I was going out every single day, you see, and then I realised that when I was going out every single day, I had so much footage all last year. It's just like I've only recently just got rid of some of the footage from last year as well. It was way too much.
Not only that, it's all the editing that goes with it as well. Like,
Yeah, that's a bit.
All goes with it. Like for me, like because I've done so many places now, like it's kind of like because obviously don't go on, there's like loads of derpy places and things to and stuff, but I'm looking to showcase the more interesting, more things that are worthy to kind of show. Do you know what I mean? So that's like the main focus, and then that's why we started up the second channel, which is like filled with extra stuff, all the other videos and all the other bits to kind of like tidy things up. Because there's just so much sudden footage. Because like people forget like the amount of places that we don't get into, places that we do get into, but it's not that great. Do you know what I mean? Or you'll go to somewhere and it's just bloody empty. There's nothing. Like, do you know? Like it's literally been wiped clean. It's plastered walls. Like, do you know what I mean? You think, well, you know what I mean? You've seen enough plastered walls now on the channel. There's no point.
Where you turn up and then like there's like you go to a pin and like Google Maps says it's there and you go there and there's nothing there.
No, you can have that as well. Like, again, there's all sorts. I have a general rule now though. So my general rule is because usually on average, if it's like a decent day, my success rate is quite good. Do you know what I mean? Because we know a lot on the scene and what's going on. Is let's say like it's about 75 to 85%, sometimes 100. But do you know what I mean? Decent days. But I have a rule which is that, do you know what I mean? As long as I'm hitting 3 decent locations in the day, if I hit 3 decent locations that are decent, you know, recording times, decent things, that's a week and a half work's done for me. Do you know what I mean? It's chill. I'm happy with that. I don't need to do much more than that. It's, do you know what I mean? And we will literally keep going till we hit. Do you know what I mean? So you can go through and you're like, oh, seal, damn, stupid day, rubbish day. All right, but we'll keep going until we get what we need to make the most of the time, fuel, all the things that go into it, the costs and all the other stuff. It's like, right, we're just gonna hit.
Yeah, it's mad because the amount of times some locations I go to, you go there, you do your research, you go there, and there's not even a hole there. It's either the portal's collapsed or something like that. Right, on to the next one.
Well, it's different view, isn't it? Because it's like, obviously, when you get one, it's huge. It's a big thing. You can do a lot with it. But again, it's about finding the location, doing the bits with that, and do you know what I mean? That's where the gold is. It's like, all right, we've got to get the right bit.
I'm working on a project at the moment. I haven't done it for a month because my back is playing up. I'm actually digging into one. And I've probably dug a tunnel out, probably about 15 foot in length. So what's happened is the stuff has come from above, filled the tunnel up, and I got to dig that all out. More drops down, dig it out until everything has gone out.
I was watching somebody do that with in Germany with the old bunkers and stuff. It's really cool to see. They get in, and these bunkers have been touched in like 50 years. You're like, hey, it's cool stuff.
And I managed to dig it out. I haven't filmed it yet, but no one's been in that mine for about 170 years.
So that's exciting.
And without saying too much, there's miners' footprints, the Hobney footprints all over the place, and obviously all the other artifacts and stuff like that. So that's like the cream of what we do. Like.
Yeah, cream of the crop. There you go, and I get you. See, for me, I don't know what the cream of the crop is now. Do you know what I mean? Because we've done such mad places, and I'm always trying to find like the next big. Do you know what I mean? What can top it? What can top there?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And something eventually does, because there's always these mad things that you find and or you see on the set. There's something going on, but it's like, wow, come on, what's the next thing they're going to go for?
Yeah, and it's a job to, because you do a good video, then you want the next video to be better and better and better. At some point, you just can't get better.
Nah, you get what you get. Don't
That's what I
care.
said.
Get what you get. It's all streamlined now. Do you know what I mean? We've got our style. It's done. It's taken us years to get that style. Feck off.
And to some people who watch my stuff, who won't know the history and stuff like that, they look at my channel, oh, it's a tunnel. That tunnel is exactly the same as the other tunnel. There's so many subtle, if you know what you're looking for, there's so many different subtle differences. Like,
For some people, it's tunnel, but yeah, and I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I suppose that's why I like houses, though. Like at the moment, it changes, but like I like number one, seeing how people live. It's a fascinating thing to see how people live, how they live their lives. Very social form of history, but also the antiques, like similar to that, antiques that are left behind, collected, and all the other stuff, and you learn as you go as well. Some like stuff that I've never seen before, stuff I never grew up with, and you're like, wow, that's really cool. Different eras, different times, and do you know what I mean? When a place is left, it's interesting. And each place, and this is what I think gets for me, is each place is unique because it's unique to the person that used to live there.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you can go to a lot of industrial places. Like, you go to one brewery, it's the same as generally another brewery. You go to one factory, it's generally the same as another factory, or it's absolutely fact. So I kind of like that at the moment. But I do need to do more industry stuff. Because, like I said, we went and did the control room thing. I loved it. It's great. Lots of fun. It's been a while since I've done, like, adventures like that where you know what I mean, when you infiltrate and you're doing the bits. It's fun.
I've not watched some videos yet, so I need to catch up on YouTube.
Well, mine's not out. Mine's not out yet. I've just edited it today. Done. Finally caught up. Got one video to edit. One video.
I've caught up with all mine.
All right. I've been busy.
I got 5 in the bank plus 3 from today.
That's bad.
Depends what we film tonight as well. So I might have more to edit tonight.
I'll have loads to edit them, like, no matter. I've got one video which I need to edit it. I've had it since last year, and it's to do with the cat lady that I found. So like what people don't realise is I did call, like, you know what I mean, around all the different social services, the police, and all the other stuff, and essentially they told me to sort off. Really, they weren't doing anything. But I've just not edited it. I've just left it. So I'm gonna have to do that at some point because it shows you, like, you know what I mean, like how shocking it is. If you're dying, you're on your own. Put it that way. Do you know what I mean? Nobody wants to help you out these days.
I've got I know about 2 pubs in my
I'll
area.
be right back now.
I know 2 pubs in my area, and we tried climbing through the window the other day, and Chelsea said where she jumped in and set all the alarms off. I've never that was I didn't get a chance to get my ass in the window.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, ta-ta, time to leave. And I was like,
See, for me, I'm not really bothered these days. Like, alarms are going off and all that. I mean, I'll assess the situation, but most of the time it's kind of like, right, how much time do I have on it now then? Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's kind of like I'm going for my footage. I'm going for the bits. You know what I mean? Like, this place is left. Do you know what I mean? It can be a lot. There's all sorts going on. It's kind of like, well, let's crack it. You've got a video with alarms going on. I don't care. Off we go in. Do you know what I mean? And that's, I think, like, that's the best way to be nowadays. Otherwise, you get nothing done. There's like, do you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Like you've got all the like noise cleaner and editing softwares now. You can like take the alarms out and everything now.
Oh no, leave them in. Get all of it. You can have all the blaring alarms. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't care.
No, there is that. Right, if you're filming with a mic, double click it on the side. It noise cancellations. Anyway,
no, don't care. You're gonna have it. You're gonna have like the like all the way through.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a chance in that. I think if I was in the window myself and I was halfway in properly, I think I would have carried on.
Mm-hmm.
But because of course everyone was rushing out, and then like,
yeah, well, I mean that's you got to have a person that's like the way I say it's like the voice of reason, the person that goes, alarm, feck, let's do it, let's go, we can do it, yeah, let's go, and you go, and then yeah, right, cool.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So I mean, if you're happy and you've got to do it, you just can't. If you're already in there, you might as well just run around. Really. Thing is, we even after we done what we like when we come out and it was still going off, it turned itself off after we all got down from the roof.
Yeah.
It was like one of them, like, yeah, okay, like it's turned itself off. We should have just carried on.
So I've been in places where you can like alarm will go off, and you have to wait like at certain sections, wait for the ticket so you can get to the next section. If like somebody trips it and do that, and you just crack on. Again, it's different alarms, like different systems. Some are linked, a lot of them are not.
That's true. Yeah, they bought it at the window now, but you know,
I think it takes years though before you stop being like so skittish. So like, oh, what if somebody I don't care. Catch me if you really want to. It's very rare when somebody catches me, but if you're gonna catch me, just do it. I'll film it.
we done the Flowers Hill site and we got caught, and the guy was being so annoying. But everyone put a comment on said I was being that harsh to the security. I was like, I was only asking him questions, but he just wasn't like listening either. He was like aggravating it more, and he wouldn't listen. I said to Craig after, I said I should have just carried on. I left the security to argue with the rest of them and just walked on to the next bit of the site. But I didn't even think of that at the time because the police turned up straight away and said, "Well, you know what you want to do. If you want to carry on, carry on." And I was like, I wish I never walked out now.
I mean, again, it's the same thing. Like when it comes to like police counts, because like again, if you know your laws and you know your bits, it's like instead of like the worst thing you can have is I tell anybody that I'm with, just let me do the talk and I'll hook us up and sort us out. Do you know what I mean? We know what we can say. We know what we can do. Sometimes they want to search you. Sometimes they don't. It's again, it depends on what area you are and all the other bits and what you're doing essentially. But like you go with some people and they'll start and it escalates the situation, which you don't want. You never want that because then it leads to other things. You don't need that. Whereas for me, it's kind of like oh hello, friendly. Do you know what I mean? Explain what you did. Give a few details. Do the bits. Right, have a good day.
Yeah,
simple as that.
That's all alien to me because obviously we don't see anybody. The only experience I had similar to that was in Talgaff, and we met the
Mid Wales.
Yeah, Talgaff.
They caught us there as well. Like they've warned people off there now.
There's a guy in a blue van or blue car. He was giving it lads, and one of the guys is Irish with us, and he gave some lift back to him. He was driving off with his tail between his legs.
Well, that's what I mean. But it's escalating situations that you don't need. Like so, we don't really see many people because we don't want to generally be seen. Like, that's why it's all stealth and ninja. Do you know what I mean? Get the footage. That's what you're after. You don't like when you do this. You don't want to interact with other people. In my opinion, some people go for that kind of like clicky. You know, they want that kind of confrontation. I don't like confrontation personally. I'm going for my specific reasons. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? You'll see me if I want to be seen. Do you know what I mean? Or if there's something like, an outside force, you know what I mean? There's a camera, so there's clock that we can't spot or see that we don't, do you know what I mean? You're like, oh, hello. But it doesn't happen very often.
That farmer at the farmer and some other bloke was like meant to be watching the site, but he had failed that day. And he rang the owner of the site. Apparently, he owned the site, and he was like, "Mate, I don't want you in there." I was like, "Well, you know what you need to do. I'm not gonna I'll leave, but you know what you need to do. You know you needed to board it up. If you don't want people in there, you know it's gonna happen." He said, "But I can't stop you." He said, "Well, do what you want." He said, "I can't stop you." He said, "But the farmer might have something to say about it." So I carried on, jumped back over the backfield with where the sheets was, and just went in through the back.
Yeah. But then he'll go and W into his farmer, mate. Oh, you seen those lads? You seen those lads down there? Right, I'll get the shotgun. We'll get him.
So we carried on. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, we carried on that. It took 3 attempts. The police was alright. The police was like, "Oh yeah, well, you're not meant to be in here." I said, "Yeah, but you know what the issue I'm going to say to you now." She went, "Well, yeah, true. So I can't really stop you." I was like, "Right then." Carried on, and then we done the mother and baby unit, and then we come back on a different day to do the main building.
See, I'm not like that with the police. I mean, even though technically they can move you on,
Yeah.
And they say don't come back and everything like that. So I generally don't go back to places anyway. And to be fair, by the time police ever see us, or if they do, we've got all the things that we need anyway. Do you know what I mean? All the footage, everything's done. But it's kind of like not taking the double chance on it. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I see it. There's so many places out there. There's crazy places to go and film and do. It's kind of like spoilt for choice.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? If something's not working out in one thing or something happens, all right, it's on to the next. Off we go.
Yeah, because I don't know the laws. Isn't it?
Tracy.
If you get caught and you go back the second time, that's when they can do you. The first time.
If you get caught, it's generally got to be the owner or the landowner. Yeah, like a neighbour can go, "Oh, you shouldn't be there. Don't come back." Feck that neighbour. Feck that neighbour. Sod off. I'm coming back. Like, just because you've told me to go away, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back when you're not in, and I'm gonna go do it. However, if a landowner, and like, even if they're not filming or anything, like, they can say, "Oh, do you know what I mean?" There's different bits, but if they do, if you go back, it is aggravated trespass. That's the difference. That is the difference. Like if it turns into aggravated trespass because you've basically gone, even if you come back, you've refused those instructions. You know what I mean? You accept them to bits, and especially when you're filming. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. That's when it becomes a criminal thing where the police can act. No point chancing it, is there?
No, I was watching someone's Targath video. They've put a brand new sign up now on the wall. I noticed that. But I was reading the sign earlier at Chelsea, and we've stopped the stopped the video. I only said that wrong then. Stopped the video, and we was reading the sign on the wall, and I was like, that's really going to do anything?
No, unless they've got an order. So again, another thing that can become criminal is occasionally an injunction kind of thing can be put on a building.
Oh yeah.
Which then, if you trespass on that site, 'cause what we do is trespass, then it is criminal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But they've got to make it very clear. If they don't make it clear, how are you supposed to know? But
Me and Mick went to this bowling alley, and it said on there, it's trespass, but we're not responsible if you fall through. He said it's up to you what you do. It said it on the sign. Nick took a picture of that. We was like, wow. First time you've seen that.
Well, so you've got scare articles and all the things, because there is a rise in, obviously, what we do. A lot of people are dropping off the map now, which again benefits Slavers. But all these things in the paper is trespass, but then you go on the police sites and police things, and they're saying, well, we can't really do anything about it. And you're like, well, yeah, you can, because it's not against the law, mate. It's as simple as that. Make up your mind. Make up your mind.
And then Mick gave me a care room when I first ever couple started with Craigun, and he said, "Oh, go through this care room." He said, went down there, and of course we set the alarm off 5 times, but no one turned up. It took to the 6th time they turned up, and we was out there, and then there's a van turned up. So this woman was like, "Who are you?" He said, "YouTube." She went, "Are you the cleaner?" I said, "No, I clearly just said YouTube."
I would have gone, yeah, mate. I am the cleaner.
She was asking me questions, and then she was filming me. I said, "I'll have the copy of that because of GDPR." I said, "Can I have a copy?" She just didn't say anything against it, and then she went, "I have company." She went, "You can request off there." I only say that just to pull her leg a little bit because it's funny. And then they was like, "How did you get in?" I said, "All the doors are open." She went, "Our cleaner left it open." I was like, "Well, that's your responsibility. That ain't ours."
No.
And then it was funny. And then a couple months later, I had an email saying, "After you've filmed our care home, we would like you to take the video down." I was like, "Yeah, that."
I just got one of those. I don't know if you saw it on the thing. Absolutely hilarious. Bloody Mohammed.
I said, "Yeah, you're gonna have to ask 5 different people first, and then I might."
Well, they said when I first started off, I used to be like, all right, fine. Now I'm like, you can sod off. It's not happening. Anyway, so I went and did that Rochdale Centre thing. This is 3 years ago. 3 years. Dear Bearded Reality, my name is Mohammed Akam, and I am the owner of Wheatsheaf Shopping Centre in Rochdale, UK. It has come to my attention that you have uploaded a video filmed inside the mall premises. Please be advised that Wheatsheaf Shopping Centre is private property, and no prior permission or authorization was granted for any of the filming or recording within the premises. As the owner, I must inform that such activity without written consent is considered unauthorized and may violate property and privacy rights. Our solicitor has advised that we take all necessary steps to protect our property rights and privacy, including pursuing legal action if required. So I respectfully request that you remove the video from your channel immediately. If this is not resolved promptly, we may have no option to pursue the further action through official channels.
Yeah.
My response is, we accessed an open property at the time, which was years ago. So unless you get everyone else who has made content on the place, which is now hundreds of people, I think not. Also, we need proof that you own the property at time of entry, because they've just sold the place as well. It's owned by different companies. My actions might be upsetting, but not illegal, and I would suggest you seal the property. But again, been a few years now, so surely you should have done by now. Kind regards, BR.
End of it.
No messing about.
It's mental. I was looking on the map the other day, and it come out about Shameless, and I put in on the postcode for all the set, and I was there. I took the map back.
Now.
It's all that's what I seen. I was like, oh no way! I was like, we could have gone.
I think there's a few little bits, but it's generally demolished.
Yeah, the pub's gone, everything. I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, of course, at the time I wouldn't have known that because, of course, in 2010 they demolished it.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
So
I remember looking at it probably about 5 years ago. But yeah, a lot of the old sets are, to be fair.
Yeah, we've done the Brum one with the BBC stuff, but that was
the Brum one.
Yeah,
what, you want about the rides?
No. There's another one. I ain't gonna say it on here, but there's another one up there. We done all that.
Well, is it like Brum?
Yeah,
like an official set.
Yeah, like is. I'll send it to you.
All right, but look, you got about like the official set though.
Yeah, it's to do with the Doctor set.
Oh, does that still exist?
Yeah, we filmed all that.
Wow, that's mad.
Yeah, me, Mick, Liam, Dreads. It was Matt. We all met up and we just filmed it all.
Anything left there though, or is it just like?
Yeah, everything's still there. Even the grow house. There was a grow house still there.
Wow, that's the best place to put it. Well, Brum set.
And we climbed in, and all the grow looks like it's been chopped, but I haven't released that video. I don't know how YouTube's gonna take it. To be honest, I don't know if the.
No, you can release it. I mean, tell you what, best bet is if you're ever in doubt of releasing anything, just look at what I have released.
Yeah.
And I've released full on porn mags. I've released grows. Oh yeah, like unblurred, and we're like having a great time. They got a lot more strict on it. I got a warning for it. They got a lot more strict on it now, though, on the porn. But again, if you put in like the different ad things and limited, and do you know what I mean? Say what's in stuff. They're generally all right.
Yeah, it's a bit. I should.
BBC Doctors. Wait, are we talking? Are we talking about? Wait, what Brum are we on about?
Brum, like.
The car?
No.
Oh, that's why I was getting so excited. I was like, "Wait, what about the cat? The cat?" I was like, "Mate, that can't exist no more. Surely not. Maybe the car's there."
Yeah, we filmed all that.
Doctors, okay.
The only thing we didn't film was actually the surgery, but when we went there, the surgery was sealed. But we filmed all the rest of it.
Fair play. You never know if it's open nowadays, and that.
True.
If people are knocking about and making grows and stuff, who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, wow, that was like a month's worth like of filming, going back, and go back, another part will come open. It's just like, wow.
They're back up in North Wales on at Dinorwick filming for the House of a Dragon.
Oh, that's cool.
They're back up. There's loads of fake rocks and stuff up there.
Hold on, bear with me 2 seconds. Where is it?
It's in Brum.
There you go. Oh, there you go. I sent it to you.
Cool.
I sent you the sites. And then
is it more than one site?
Yeah, it's more than one site.
I thought it was just one site.
2, 3. There's 3 parts was out. There 4 parts was open.
Oh.
And then if you include the
all on one site though.
No, there's 2 different sites.
No,
So
site.
Yeah, site. So you had one site on the right. Yeah, one area, but one site on the right, and then one site on the left.
I count that as the same thing. But okay.
Yeah, and we yeah, it was actually pretty entertaining, to be honest.
Fair play.
Cool.
But,
Might find myself back in Brum soon then. You know, so I've been that way in a while, to be fair. I need to go do that church again at some point.
yeah.
Church. I've got to climb up the building to the window. Be fun.
And then I found a pin called Leave Club. I think I said it right. It's like a little social club, and we went and filmed that as well. That was decent, to be honest, because everyone was like, "Oh, there's no way in," and we walked in, and the back door was wide open.
Happy days.
It was
I was
wide
like-
up. No. Yeah, again, it happens like that. Do you know what I mean? Like the amount of
Yeah.
places we go to. This is why I say though, you always, if you're in the area, go fucking check it, because number one, a lot of people are stupid. Do you know what I mean? They can't find a way into places and see just generally sometimes obvious things. Other times you've got to climb a bloody roof to go see if there's access. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
I've been to locations and it's taken like 4 or 5 trips to actually find the
Wow.
actual entrance. Like it's mental. Like sometimes.
I'm watching 220 odd places that are sealed like that. That are like all caps that are all waiting. I've been watching for years, and then when one opens up or something happens, off we go.
Straight on the list.
Straight on. It's like, oh, I've seen this. I know this place. Off we go. Done.
That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the 2 pubs to come open by me, and
I believe.
it's just chaos. Like the window come open, and then we climbed in, the alarm went off. But there's another pub what's listed, but they want to try and save it. I'm waiting for that to come open. I guarantee it will, because you know how development's like. They don't win the battles. Someone wouldn't buy the pub, and then someone will open it, and then it happened like that up in Patchway. We went to one of the pubs up there, and I went there like a year ago. It was all sealed. Then went back. It was like ripped back open, and was like, "What? When did this happen?" But it does. I think it's just one of them, innit? You know what I mean? You get people who just does weird things, like kids as well as one of them who does it. There was me and Mick first ever met up. The second time we went to this abandoned building there, not far from me. We went in, and all these little kids sort of scattering everywhere. And I was like, okay. And me and Mick went back and grabbed the ladder because we couldn't climb up. And then
if there's a ladder on the site, if I can take it, it's mad. You know what I mean? Have it.
And then these kids showed us this scrapyard down the bottom from it, and we went to the scrapyard, and it was just like, it was weird because they left like generators, everything. It just looks like they just got up and left, and just
but that's just scrapyards, though. I mean, you expect
That's like-
with any kind of scrapyard, you just expect to see stupid, random things.
Yeah, it's just weird. But then when you go into the office and someone's walking on the top, it sounds like the office floor is going to go through from the top. You're just like, yeah, I'm getting out of this. But I don't know. They've now opened that back up to a scrapyard now. Metal scrap as well. That's
See,
interesting.
I've got an idea. I do kind of want to go and film my local scrappers. As you know, like a lot of them, especially my area, they've got a load of crazy rare cars.
Yeah.
So, but obviously, it's not the kind of like infiltration kind of. Do you know what I mean? These are active sites. So it's more of a like, let me promote your scrapyard, please. And go look at your cars and stuff.
You'd be amazed what you find in the scrapyard, because
Yeah.
all my neighbours used to own the local scrapyard, and the amount of stuff was in there.
Well, there's quite a few scrappers around here, though. So that's like even if I just get one, it's still pretty cool. Something different to do. But like a lot of the people know me in the area anyway. So it's kind of it's a good thing, really. It's kind of like crack on, do what you're doing, kind of thing. So
yeah. So I watched someone's video went up the other day, and they went and done Brum youth offenders, but we'd done it ages ago, and he's running around and all these securities there, and we're just like, oh, thank God we did it early, and then we did, because like security's there are just like hunting for him, and we're just like, we look back, and I'm looking back and like, yeah, I've done that ages ago with no security.
See, I'm getting in the mood more for that kind of stuff, though. So like the more sites that are guarded and all this, it's like, you know what, I'm fuck it. Sometime in the mood, I just want to try my luck. So I'm like, right, let's just go for it. Let's go do your bits and just see how stupid some people are.
I I done that with one of the pins round here, and me and Craig went there, and security's asleep, and we're just winding them up. It's just fun. It's just got to be done. And we went in first time. Didn't even get caught. We heard a noise. We didn't know if he was walking around, and we basically scared ourselves basically. And then we went back. We went back in the day and we're filming. And next week we just see a body walk past us. It's only security's only missed us by an inch.
Right. Well, yeah, again, but those are the best kind of things, though, aren't they?
But with the couple of nights before, we was calling him like, "Oh, you lazy thing, get up and do your work." Like we were winding him up, and he's like, "Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?" And we're just laughing. But yeah, we shouldn't wind him up, but it was just funny. But just winding them up.
I got drop downs.
I'm gonna have to shoot off anyway because I got to sort out the bag for exploring in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Somewhere good.
Guess it's just me live on the channel tonight, guys. Then so here we are on 2K. I am now 2K abandoned places. That's the thing. So yeah. I won't say no bad things.
Yeah. Cheers for coming in.
Yeah.
Right, so, like I said,
Thanks for having me on, and I'll catch you guys soon.
Catch you a lot again.
Right. Peace.
Catch you in a bit. Catch everyone in a bit. Thank you for watching. Oh, my computer's going to freeze down it.